I love that. I love that you were able to put a comment down before I even showed up. I love that red beard. I guess we're going with white because I don't know where the yellow one is right now. Oh, there it is. Found it. I found it, but oh well. White it is. My throat this morning. Oh my. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Rochelle. Hi, Janine. I don't know if you're sticking around, but hello, hello. Be fashionably late, and I was. Fashionably being 1 minute, almost 2 minutes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I haven't even finished the cards this morning. I was really focused on myself. I was, thanks. It seems weird. It's like the color, it's almost like there's a filter or something on it. It's really weird because this is not like, this is pink, like a bright pink, which it shows bright pink on there, but it seems like really muted here. It's weird. Good morning, Melinda. How are you, love? My throat this morning. Wow. Hi, Bright Shine. How are you, love? I feel something when you asked me that, for sure. Hi, Liz, and hi, Paige. I missed you the other day, Paige. Nice. Can I teach you to read? I don't know. It depends on what you're going to put up for me to read. Like, I think Lil put something weird up there for me to read. Good, good. So remember, you can like, and that would be really nice. No, I know I'm getting touched by some spirit when I looked at you, and you know, my spidey senses are tingling, but I'm not getting like it's really weird, the color in here today. It's really weird. It's actually like the brightest pink. Like, yeah, it's so bright. It's like 80s pink, like neon almost. And it's just, well, I could, however, reading in general. No, I didn't see it. This morning, I decided to spend a bit more time just hanging with myself. I was listening to some binaural beats and frequency music. So I was listening to that instead. And then I jumped on Facebook just briefly and I started looking at some of the posts, but I didn't make it that far. So I'm actually going to close Facebook down before I get distracted with it. And I'm going to bring my Mod Squad page up so I can see what the mock-up looks like. And I'm going to peek. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. I will cheers with you, Mel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Get my hair out of the way. My eyes. I'm very well. I had a creepy experience this morning that I'm going to talk about, though. And good morning, Jane. So I found a feather under my bed, like under my bed, in the middle, dead center of my bed, a feather. And it's not a little feather. It's not like it's, you know, a feather like you'd maybe get in your pillow. That's not even a good example of a feather you'd get in your pillow. I'd probably be upset if my pillows had that type of a feather. But it was a feather that was about this long. Like, I'm not even kidding you, about this long, dead center of my bed. And it wasn't sideways. It was straight up and down the length of the bed. With the tip, like the actual quill tip at the tip of the, like at the head of the bed, and the feather heading down towards the foot of the bed, if positioning means anything. It's really weird. Yeah, it was huge. I'm like, I don't know how it got there. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know I pick up feathers all the time, but I would remember picking up a feather that size. It's so weird that this is, I didn't pull it out yet. I think it's black. Like, I think it's a black feather. But yeah, it's so weird. It's really disturbing me, the color on the screen, like that it's so off color, like that it's so red, like, and then it's so pink. It is a good sign. It is a good sign. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Julie. So I'm gonna pull the cards for the collective because I haven't done that yet. I have one, but not the or the tarot cards. So we're gonna get these cards out. Yeah, it's weird. It's like there's a, like, I was looking to see if there was like a filter on or something. Like I was like, maybe I have some filter that's there, but I don't know how I would take that off after I've started the live without like shutting it down and then restarting it. And so there's a part of me that like is considering it because it's just throwing me off, but I don't want to, it's just like, whatever, we'll just go with it. I'm going to look funny today. My eye is just, like I have a hair in it or something. Yeah, it's really weird. Like to me, this color looks all like a reddish orange on there, but it is like, it's a hot pink. It's a hot pink. So I don't know. Interesting. No, not on this one. On the so I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn on this one here, and on a couple of Facebooks. And on this one here, good morning, Robert. On this one here is TikTok. So on the TikTok one, for some reason, the color's just off. Yeah, it is a shocking pink, but it's not on this screen. It's more like a orangey red, which is interesting. But whatever, we're just gonna go with it. It's like wearing two different shirts at the same time. But it's like totally an 80s shirt. It has like, I wore this when I went to a concert, like an 80s concert, because it has like the like little bit of right? Like it's just so weird on the screen. I don't understand what's happening with TikTok today, but oh well. Oops. I'm doing really good this morning, Julie. Yeah, because I bought it because I went to a concert with a coworker, and we went and saw Motley Crue, and who else did we see? We saw Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. We saw can't even remember who all was there. Poison. Yeah, like it was a big mashup of a bunch of different 80s bands. It was really, really, really cool. I am Taurus rising. Very good call on that, Bright. I'm Sagittarius, Taurus rising, Virgo moon. Oh, look at this. I'm going to check and make sure it's the right direction because it did come up in the inverted position. But besides that, we've got the 3 cards. They came out very nicely, so I like that. Yeah, definitely. It's so interesting. 808. 808. 909 here. 909. Is this in the right direction? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yep. Sag with a, it's interesting. Sag with a, so you know how sometimes so I had the, so I remember telling everybody about how I met this guy. We talked for 6 months. He said that he loved me, all of that stuff. And then he ghosted me. Snapchat did me a dirty this morning. They sent me a notification saying it's his birthday today. And I'm like, thanks, Snapchat, for throwing that back in my head. Oh, I'm very connected with that stuff. Like before I even check the pendulum, I already know, like I already have an understanding of things. It's more like I'm using it as a confirmation. Right? You like the dirty that Snapchat did me? The first questions I always ask my pendulum is to tell me what it would show me to represent yes. So I would say, can you show me what represents yes? Right? And it always, when I ask for what is yes, it goes into a circle. And then if I say, can you show me what means no? It immediately goes into if you're really connected with your pendulum, and I am, but I'm highly intuitive. I have quite a few different. Was it? Good morning, Amanda Joe and Amanda Avila. Good morning, Fam Jam, for sure. I love it. I love it that everybody's here. Good morning, Rebecca. Just making sure I'm getting everybody. Hello, Deb. How are you, love? I'm just going to scroll back up here, make sure I didn't miss anyone. I'm pretty sure I said hello to Leslie, but if not, I'm saying hello now, and hello Liz, and hello Robert. It's like, back in the day when you do the whole where you'd look through the what show with Romper Room, where she'd say, and I see Karen, and I see Kat, and I see which was lovely. Oh, no problem. Love to you. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, as usual, right, the Romper Room. I'm dating myself here now saying the Romper Room. It's so weird, the color on here. It's really throwing me off. Really throwing me off, TikTok. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, maybe there's the enhance button. Let's see. Effects. No. We don't want to have any effects. Okay. Let's see. Enhance. Filters. None. Yay, I fixed it. There was a filter on somehow. Yay. Look, I look normal again. I mean, it's still a really off color today, but okay. Like it's not great, but it's better. It's better. Okay, so our first order of business is heart-focused breathing, right? We've got to do that and get ourselves all into a really good coherent state. I have something on my glasses too. At least I think I do. I'm getting a little glare on my glasses. So we're going to do our heart-focused breathing. So in order to do that, hi, Rick, you should join us in some heart-focused breathing. I'm going to give instructions right now, and then I'll count us through it so that you can, count. You will know how to breathe through, and then we'll. Okay, that's better. Okay, so the first thing that I suggest for anyone doing the heart-focused breathing is that you place your hand on your heart space, because that's going to make it easier for you to have a focal point. So you want to imagine, you want to visualize that the air is coming in and out through your heart space. Even though we're taking a really deep breath and it's going to go into your tummy and your chest, we just want to visualize like the air is coming in and out through our heart first. We can discuss that, and maybe consider, like, after, when we have another meeting, we can discuss that, and I'll see how we'll talk about that for the next time, or for another time. Okay. I just on the fly, I usually like to do things beforehand, like know what I'm doing beforehand, like fully, if that's okay. Well, I appreciate the offer though. I really do. I still have that thing, whatever is on my glass. There's a line, and I just pulled out a hair. Oh, ow. All right, we got to use the actual cleaner. So I'm going to keep my glasses off, and we'll just continue going along with it. So the whole point about doing the heart-focused breathing is to bring your heart and brain into coherence. Okay, and it's a really great technique to use to reestablish safety within your nervous system. So what does safety feel like within your nervous system? When we've grown up in traumatic home environments or been through traumatic events, we can get set to that space of always looking to get back to that chaotic situation. If we've been anxious for a really long time, we're going to look for things to make us anxious, because if our nervous system's been sitting there for a while, it wants that because that is what feels like safety, because familiar is safe to your nervous system. It's just the way that we're wired. If we were back, hundreds of years ago, we would be wanting to know we would want to stay where we are, right? We would want to stay in familiar places, because the unknown would represent, there's potentially monsters, there's potentially predators in those bushes if we haven't been into them before. So we'd want to stay in the safe spaces. So that's why we want to, stay in those spaces, right? So it's your nervous system that's saying, let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep finding chaotic. Let's keep finding traumatic, because that's what we've been in before. Yeah, I know the heart. I know the higher heart chakra. I'm just, before I have somebody on, I like to, I wonder if it's a scratch. Anyway. Yeah, I know. It was just, I don't know what was going to be shared. So until I know what's being shared, I want to talk, or I want to share it together first to know, and then we can go from there. So with the heart focused breathing, it brings your heart and brain into coherence. So it makes you more in a space of responding, right? If you were in a situation that made you feel very chaotic or distressed, right? that would This would bring you back into a space to respond. Okay, but when we're doing it, when we're not in a distress situation, it's just going to bring us into coherence. So it's a great technique to use. You should do it a minimum of 3 times a day. When you do this technique, it actually turns your body into it heightens the healing effects of your body for up to 6 hours for doing it for 3 minutes. I mean, you can extend it and do it for 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever you feel like. Use it as a type of meditation, a meditation technique. So it's a matter of just breathing in and out through your heart space. You're going to do a 5-second count for an inhale and exhale, as long as that feels comfortable for you. If it doesn't feel comfortable, then shorten it to 4 or extend it and make it 6 or 7, whatever feels comfortable for you. But I'm going to do it with the 5 seconds, right? And it helps so tremendously. So 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale is what I'm going to count, because that's what the Heart Math Institute has found is the best. Collectively, they found that's the most common breathing length that fits for most people. So the other thing that you can do to kick it up a notch is, and hi Damia, I saw you come in there. The other thing that you can do to kick it up a notch is to think in your mind, and this changes it to what's called the quick coherence technique. Instead of heart focused breathing, it becomes quick coherence technique. And that's to think about something that makes you feel joy, appreciation, compassion, gratitude. All of those, energy renewing emotions is what they are, but emotions that we would consider to be in the good side of things, right? So thank you, Lock Genius. Good morning, love. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to start the breathing. The easiest way to do this is to breathe out all your air, because then when you're doing the inhale, it'll be easier to get to the full 5-second count. Okay, so I'll do the count. You keep breathing. I'll stop in the middle at some point in case, some people come in, just to let them know what we're doing, give them instructions, and then I'll jump back in and continue breathing with you. Okay, so we're going to do it for at least 3 minutes, but it depends on if I keep track of the time or not. We might do it for 5. You never know. All right, so let's breathe all of our air out before we start. So I'm going to keep counting. You keep breathing. Okay. And thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. So we're just doing the heart focused breathing here. This is something that's been studied by the Heart Math Institute since the 1960s. We are much more heart focused than we are brain focused. It's just that, the brain's, I love to say that the brain's a narcissist. It named itself after all. So we want to think that we're highly logical, but we're actually way more emotional than we give ourselves credit for. And when we come into a room and you can feel the energy in the room shift, it's because you're picking up the energy that's coming from their heart, right? So when we bring our heart into coherence, we can actually allow other people to gravitate towards our calm energy, or our energy renewing center, that whole coherence that we have. If we go into a room and we don't watch ourselves, we can, if somebody's distressed and their coherence is all off, we would end up navigating towards it. And that's why you sometimes get into an emotional state that you're not really in yourself. It's because you're picking up the energy of other people. Some people have really big energy. You'll walk into the room and it feels like you walk into a wall of energy. And, some people, when they're not, it can be really small. Sorry, my count went bad there. This is a great technique to share with your partner, if you have a partner, or your children, because when you are doing this heart breathing technique, if you get distressed, let's say you're having a conflict and you start to react, right? You're reacting from the center of where your first trigger was, right? You react from where your first trigger was. So if the first time that you felt like that, like somebody made you feel small, was when you were 3 years old, when you get reactionary, you're going to be responding from that age. So that's why we see people throwing what we could call temper tantrums, and they really do look like a 3-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. It's because that's when the injury originally occurred. So they are, in fact, responding from that 3-year-old self. So if you start reacting, you're not going to be doing anything good for your relationship. You're only going to be creating more harm. So as soon as you notice that you're being reactionary, take a time out and ask your partner to go and breathe like this for at least 5 minutes, maybe take a 20-minute break, because 20 minutes is about how long it will take for the cascade of hormones and neurochemicals to leave your body, right? It takes 20 minutes. So you can go work out for 20 minutes. And it's kind of cautious with that, right? But you can go work out for 20 minutes, or you can go take a step away from each other for 20 minutes, do some breathing, and get yourself into a nice calm state. Okay. So it's really, really effective that way. Okay. It helps for other people, right? It helps for other people. I've got a couple of blue jays fighting on my deck. It's hilarious. Or maybe it's not a blue jay. It might be a crow and a blue jay. Okay, I'm going to hop in for 3 seconds and then we'll do some more talking, like three breath counts. Okay. Okay, you can continue doing it as if you want, as long as it's feeling good for you, you can continue doing it. So it's a really handy technique to use as well as a, like you wash off your emotional screen, right? So if you're in distress or you're in an anger situation and you do the heart focused breathing, it's going to wash off that emotional screen. I like to teach it to nurses. Really, my throat. I like to teach it to nurses because when you're dealing with patients or with therapists, right? So if you're dealing with a client and their energy, they've went through a distressed moment. If you're not careful with that energy, you could take that on. And then when you go into a session with your next client, you're potentially going to share that energy and put that other client into a state that they're not really prepared for. I like to do it, with nurses because it's important, or frontline workers, because it's really important for them to have their energy really balanced when they're responding to patients, right? Or when they're responding to clients. If I come up on the scene and somebody's hurt and I'm like, oh my God, right? That's going to make them feel much more traumatized than if I come up on the scene and I'm in a calm state and I'm like, it's okay, we're here, we're going to help you out, and we go through that way. So it's a really handy technique. If you're having a bad day at work, if you don't do this practice before you come in the door, if you don't do it before you come in the door, you're bringing all that negative energy from work. And then some of us will come in and we'll see like a mess inside the house and we'll be like, what is this all for? Why can't anybody clean up after themselves, right? Instead, if you do the nice breathing, you come into the house and you're like, whatever. It's like, does it really matter, right? Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to get into the reading now, but definitely we can keep the conversation going. If anyone's struggling with anything, share that if you feel comfortable sharing it, and we can discuss that, and I can give you some tips or techniques or just guidance to help you with that. If anyone wants healing, the healing is the coffee cup, okay? Because that does take a lot for me to do the energetic healing, but I'm cool with that, okay? And we're going to get into the reading, starting with the tarots. So I'm really actually excited about this reading. What came out is just beautiful, beautiful cards. And thank you, Amanda Joe. So, what's up? How's your? I am proud of where you are today too. Did you get your reading? Did you get your reading? Because I'm pretty sure I said that in the reading. I'm done the cold coffee. We can move on to the spicy hot coffee, which will be nice. Got to put that cup somewhere safe, though. We don't want it to fall over. Okay. Right. So Helena did the divine healing with me, and she won. At that time, I was giving people a free 3-month package, and Helena was one of the winners. And I just, I can't say how proud I am of what she's accomplished in the time that we've spent together. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so grateful that I was able to share that experience with you. Right. It was just beautiful, beautiful. So yes, your journey has been amazing. We still got a little bit more of it to go, and I'm excited with where we're going to on the next session that we do in person. But the amount of change that I've seen within you since then till now is just amazing. It's just amazing. Rebecca, would he consider having a free call with me? Because if he would, the link's on my thing. Just have him book a call that would work for him, right? And then the other thing is, I do have on Facebook, I have a masculine healing tribe, which reminds me I have to. Yeah. Same thing, Amanda Joe. I don't know if your person's male or female. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever. I'm just not. I don't want to I don't want to gender anybody. But your partner, if they're willing to connect with me, connect. Right, connect with me, and I can discuss how I would be able to help them. Right, whether it's just even if you're not really in a financial position. I have my divine feminine and the divine masculine groups. So any sessions in those groups are just a donate. Like they're $10 to spend an hour working with me. And then if you are in a situation where you do want to delve into it and really work on it, my packages are really reasonable. Like when the amount of transformation, that's the word. The amount of transformation that occurs in the 3 months is, I spent years in therapy and didn't get there. So it's really, really reasonable and beneficial to have that, Yes. Yes. Yeah. So one of the things, like, and some of it can be very, very minor. Okay. So when we look at some like real minor things that we can do to shift ourselves from depression, is one of the biggest things to do is look at how far are you from being who you're meant to be, right? Like how much of your life is fake, right? Are you going to a job that you hate? Are you, not doing things that fill your soul? Like how much of those experiences through your day are actual joyful experiences? How much negativity do you have within your day? Right? If you're doing a ton of negative things within your day, like watching the news, following negative people on social media, watching, programming that is really negative, that's going to keep you in that negative state of mind, right? And taking control of your thoughts is a huge, huge part of it, right? And also how you think of yourself and the words and language that you use in reference to yourself is in your life, yourself in your life is a big thing. Right. So working on those things it's huge. Me too, Damia. Oh, this is happy times. Today's going to be like 20 degrees, maybe 24. I don't know. I'll have to check it's 8 degrees already. So I'm happy about that. And then tomorrow is now saying 24. Okay. Today's supposed to be 21 and tomorrow's going to be 24. Right. And it was supposed to be 28, but they changed it. But still, the whole week is just nothing but 20 degrees. I just love it. Love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Then we can get our feet on the soil and ground, right? Which is another great practice, right? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Where your focus goes, your energy, where your focus goes, your energy flows, and it makes it. I can get quite humid in the summertime. My son was saying that it was humid yesterday, and I was like, I'm not really feeling the humid because it was like windy and stuff. So I wasn't really feeling it, and it was overcast. But in the summertime, it can get quite sticky, quite sticky. But if you live near the lake, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Oh, I love you guys. I love our collective. I absolutely love our collective. I love all of us. Okay, let's do the reading and then we'll get to the cards because I'm really, really excited to share. And hi, Flower. I saw you come in. Oh, you're in Iceland? Ooh, I'd love to come and visit you. Iceland is a place that I'd love to go. And my one friend who lives in Alberta, she traveled to Iceland, and I would love to go. Love to go. Just a beautiful, beautiful space. Okay, so we're going to get into the reading and then we'll get into the rest of it. So the first card that I pulled was Death and Rebirth, which I'm going to show the Oracle card because the Oracle card is about regeneration. So these two bookends, and then we've got the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. So a really good reading, but let's get into what does Death and Rebirth state, right? And you know me, I like to read exactly what the artist said. Good morning, right? It's going to be a beautiful day. Just beautiful. I'm so excited. So excited. I can't wait to get outside at some point, at some point today. So cycles of Oh, nice. That's so cool. That's so cool, Leslie. Right. Right. When we start to feel better about ourselves, then we start to feel okay about the compliments that come at us because it doesn't seem so much apart from what we feel about ourselves. Right. And good morning, Mel. How are you, love? How are you? All righty. So death and rebirth, cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, a symbolic death, and initiation process. You are on the cusp of a massive transformation, and it's time to mourn the end of one phase while celebrating the birth of another. This energy of transmutation and rebirth signals a beautiful metamorphosis that will allow you to expand your consciousness and move closer to your own divine essence. A cycle in your life, a relationship, a belief, a career path, or an outdated plan for the future is coming to an inevitable end. Deep breath in if this scares you, sweet life. Sweet light. We've already done that. We've done lots of deep breathing. Not scared of that. Not scared of that. We're looking forward. We're looking to the future, to the beauty that's coming. Yeah, we're just starting the collective reading. We did a lot of chatter this morning, which was good, though. This change is needed. Know that this card urges you to release what is already losing energy and to focus on things that are already gaining momentum. Welcome the possibility of something new and allow this phase to come to a graceful end. Look toward the magic of this newfound horizon because underneath its morbid exterior, the Death card heralds exciting times filled with the brightness of so much potential. New light awaits. I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings. Right? Just beautiful. Beautiful. I know I'm looking so forward to having the reading with Helena. Sorry, with Mel. It was Mel that was mentioning it to Helena, but having the reading with Mel, I'm so looking forward to it. I had the reading with Renee, who was one of the other winners yesterday, and that was really lovely. So I'm super excited to see also with Oliviera. That'll be another really awesome reading. Have a drink of the hot, spicy coffee and see if that doesn't fix the throat situation. So the next card that we got was the Sun card. Okay, so the Sun is just, it's a beautiful card. Beautiful card. And we're getting more sunshine, so it's awesome. Joy, inspiration, joy, inspirational success, abundance and fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, manifesting dreams, inner beauty, a yes card. So remember to be liking make sure that you're giving the likes so that we're getting the message out there. So if there's anybody that needs to connect with me, they're going to see it because it reaches a broader audience. And sharing is caring for sure. If you share it to other people that you think would benefit from it for sure. And yeah, if you like what I'm doing, you can also subscribe and gift. Those are the other ways. And I do have a PayPal donation link as well for anyone that's interested in supporting what I'm doing. Okay. I love you guys. All right. So this is the yes card. The sun breathes life into everything he touches. Radiating brightly, he creates a path of love and harmonic abundance. This is a card of joyful celebration and a vibrant sign of positivity and success. Expect to find bliss and be ready to take inspired action based on radical positivity and generosity. Allow others to bask in the warm glow of your beaming heart and your inspired mind. People will feel drawn to you when the sun arrives. Hello, charisma. Live it up. This card is the reassuring sign that things are unfolding beautifully. You are perfect, whole, and loved by the cosmos, and it may be time to deal with any feelings of inadequacy or not enoughness in order to find your shiny confidence. The sun is on its way to illuminate the corners of your heart and to set your world ablaze with opportunity and inspiration. Good morning, Anita. I am whole. I am more than enough. I shine like the sun when I'm happy. And you do, right? When you're vibrating at that higher level, right? When you vibrate at that higher level, right? It's huge, right? So one of the ways that we elevate our vibration is by doing things that bring those energy renewing emotions about. So gratitude, love, appreciation, care, like joy, bliss. Those are the things that are going to up your beautiful energy, right? Yeah, it does. The more that we tap on the screen, it shares the message to a broader audience. It will, and the same thing with sharing or liking just spreads it to a broader audience. And then it puts me up the daily ranks. I think the daily ranks is more based on gifts. But on the gift note, remember that what we're doing a new draw for April, same as we did for March, but it reset on the first one. But we're tracking the gifts that are given, and whoever gives the most gifts gets put in the draw, whoever gives the most gift, the top 3 get a free reading with me. There we go. I don't know why I had a tongue twister on that one, but the top 3 gifters get put in a draw for a free reading with me. That's the way that goes. So that's the benefit of gifting, is you potentially get something back. So We've got the Ace of Pentacles for the next card. So Pentacles, remember, are in that space of material, right? And aces are the beginning of the entire thanks. Also in the ace contains all the potential of that particular suit. So the first card was death and rebirth. So we're in a transformation stage. Birth is happening. Beautiful things are coming to us. We've got this sun energy, which is abundance and charisma and just, golden opportunities. Like, it's just really a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm so happy that you won last month, Mel. I'm so happy that you won that month. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I love you. I love you. And then now we have the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see what the Ace of Pentacles is talking about. Aww. Rebirth. Death and rebirth. And the sun. Right? We're looking at the rebirth portion. So something's going away in our lives, which is good. We don't want the things that aren't meant for us. We want to let those go. So let's let them go and welcome in the new, welcome in the birth that's happening, this transformation period. Welcome that beautiful abundance, that beautiful charisma, those golden opportunities. And then we're going to bring in our material abundance. I love it. Death is a good card. It is. People get worried. I don't. I love it. And I love this card. Like, the way that they did this card, I think is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Right? So Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I do have a note for everybody. I do have one little note, and this is, I'm going to be late tomorrow morning. I have a thing that I'm doing at 9 a.m. So I will be late tomorrow morning. So I want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. I'm not sure late by how much. It might be a half hour. It might be an hour, but it could be 15 minutes. Like, I'm just not sure how long the session's going to take, but I have a session that I'm lucky to be a part of. That's at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I just want to let you know that I will be late tomorrow. Right? You'll get to do the breathing with us. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody knows I'm going to be a little bit late tomorrow. I'm just not exactly sure how late, so I can't even give you a time frame of when I'm going to be on. If I say 9:30 and it's not until 10, just know that. But I can say that it's not going to be until 9:30, and I won't come on any earlier than 9:30, even if it's a whole even if it's less time. Like, if it's only a 15-minute session, it doesn't matter. I'll still come on at 9:30 at the earliest. Okay. But if it is an hour session, then I'll be on at 10. So it'll be 9:30 at the earliest tomorrow. Okay. Just as a note for everybody. All right. So the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of a new venture or task, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success, manifesting power, ambitions, prosperity. Right? This is beautiful, the way this is going together. That whole newness, right? Oh. You'll be okay, sweetheart. I'm going to send you lots of great energy, okay? And maybe, you never know, we might get another coffee cup. I don't count the coffee cups that the mods give as the ones that I use for energy healing. So if somebody gives a coffee cup, then I will do a healing session for everybody. And I will do the healing for you today, Julie, if that happens. Okay. But I believe you'll be, I'm sending you positive energy. Yeah, there's our forecast. So that we have an underlying agree, like the coffee cups that they give me, we use them to buy dog food for the shelter. That's the transfer. When I go to get Cass food, I take coffee cup money and I cycle it back in, and I get treats or food for the pound for the shelter. Okay. Freshly rooted beginnings. This ace is a powerhouse of possibility and reveals the materialization of earthly ambitions and all the wonderful things. Good morning, Alicia. How are you, love? When you seed your future by planting your very first intentions, things feel so exciting, raw, and possible, don't they? Hold on to those feelings of optimism and success, for the new start that you're welcoming to your life right now has incredible potential potential to thrive. Your ace initiates a timeline where your future wealth, health, and material abundance are ushered in. By figuring out your soil conditions, your watering schedule, and the needs of this unique seed, you will be able to see it through to fruition. Bring your determination and dedication and see your abundance spring to life in the form of successful outcomes, material and financial wins, and soul-satisfying well-being. With this wonderful message for good things to come, it's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and act. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful cards together, right? We have that death and rebirth, the sun, and prosperity, right? And I'm going to read about this regeneration, which is absolutely in alignment with that death and rebirth card. Okay. Good morning, Oliviera. How are you, love? Yes. Sending you love, Alicia. Sending you love. Hi, Dawes dog. Really good reading. Really good. I was happy with everything, and it came out just beautifully. Like just one card after the other, and just beautiful. Okay, so regeneration is number 46 in the Shadow Seer deck, or in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, so the essential meaning: rebirth, second chances, new opportunities, right? That's what this whole reading is all about, is rebirth, new opportunities. But we are given these two cards talking about abundance and prosperity, and everything happening in a beautiful way. Everything is going to come to us, right? But make sure that we're making sure that our visualization, our attraction, and we're acting on it, is doing really well. Bring on the new, right? A huge reading for the 12th of April after yesterday's Cameron. I'm going to forget the way that said. It's a really weird word. It's a new word for me. I'd have to look it up again. But anyway, we're going to read this one. So second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. The world, and then I'm going to go through the whole card of this. There's relationship and prosperity, because I just feel like the whole thing needs to be read. That's what I'm being told. So, relationship message. The world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. I have to know you before I do a live with you. Good morning, Jess. I actually see your name this morning. I love it. Jess would like to go on the list from Facebook. So prosperity message. What happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then, once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start. A more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. Like, how magical is this entire reading, right? Especially following Jupiter and the sun being at 0 degrees yesterday. So the sun just charging up Jupiter for all of that manifesting stuff that was happening. And it was really interesting because they talk about how, that was a great day to do interviews. That was a great day to buy lottery tickets. It was a great day to manifest, great day to doing all of those things. And exactly what Anita's been manifesting for months now is new beginnings. And we get this beautiful reading where like I could not, like, this is just to get the rebirth card and the regeneration card, right? To get both of them together, and then to get the sun and the, put them this way, the sun and there, the sun and the ace of pentacles, right? This is all about just beauty, that beauty of that sun energy, just being abundant and prosperous and all of that. Nobility returned. I love that, right? It's just beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm so happy to deliver that to you. And I think we should all claim it. Claim it, claim it, claim it. I might actually do a reading with these cards afterwards to share that message with other people who may need it. Because it's a good reading for the collective. So those that aren't watching the live may need it. Grow and glow. I love that. Grow and glow. All right. So let's see. What deck do I want to use? I'm holding the Shaman's Dream deck because I do love the Shaman's Dream deck. Perfect. I love to listen to that. Yes. Yes. We tend to gain weight for two reasons. One is that we are wired to go for comfort. And in our comfort, we look for comfort foods, which tend to be fatty and sugary, right? Or salty, which if we're looking at, or we're just drained. So we're buying things that are instant, right? So we're eating more processed foods or more fast food, more greasy, deep fried foods, right? So that's one of the reasons, is that we're hardwired to look for comfort. The other part is that our body's not functioning correctly, right? Because we're in fight or flight or freeze or disassociate or people pleasing, but our nervous system isn't in rest and digest. So it's not even digesting stuff appropriately. And then the other thing, the final note, is that sometimes we gain weight to protect ourselves. It creates a barrier, a physical barrier between other people when we put weight on, right? And if we don't feel attractive, then, it makes we'll just eat so that we don't look attractive either. Like where we get to the point where we don't look attractive, we don't feel attractive. So what does it matter, right? So you have to do that big switch of saying, I am a healthy person. I am a healthy person. So what choices would a healthy person make? A healthy person wouldn't grab a box of donuts and eat them all. Right? That's not a thing that a healthy person would do, right? Ooh, nice. Way to go, Anita Chicken Man. Yeah, some of us work the other way. Right? You're not that. You see yourself, draw that picture in your mind and see yourself being the beauty that you are. And then every day you'll start to work through it. So one of the things that you can do to help you with dry mouth, Julie, is take your tongue off the floor of your mouth, run it back along your hard palate. And as you get to the back, you'll feel the soft palate. Wipe your tongue back and forth like this across your soft palate. It will trigger your saliva letdown. It's actually a good technique to use when you get into an anxiety situation, because anxiety is in fight or flight. So when you're in fight or flight, your body's not producing saliva because we're not concerned with digestion. So that's one of the tips of getting yourself, it'll trigger your saliva letdown. And when your saliva lets down, your body goes, hey, I must be in rest or digest. Yeah. Like it's just like that. You just lift it up back to the soft palate and rub it back and forth. Yeah, very helpful, very helpful, and it's helpful in anxiety as well. And that's why if you're operating more in an anxious state, oftentimes, like if you're really in anxiety and that's how your stress manifests, is more within the anxiety realm, we end up having a hard time eating. So those people that get stressed out and they lose weight like crazy, it's usually because they just can't eat, right? Because their mouth is dry and their body's not in rest and digest. So they're just like, my mouth is dry. I'm not really interested in food. I really can't eat. When we get into the depressive state, we will oftentimes go towards comfort, right? Looking for foods that bring us comfort. So if we stress out and we go into like disassociate and people pleasing and things like that, then we're more wired to start eating like poor foods, right? and we're fatigued. So because we're fatigued, that's another plate that's out of alignment. We're not sleeping well, or we're oversleeping or whatever. So we're looking for quick things, right? Like quick things to have, like for food, right? So hello, Papa. Been a hot minute, my friend. Happy to see you back here again. Whoa. Okay, take my sweater off. At least I'm pink now, although the color still seems a bit off in here, but oh well. Oh well, we're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with the color being just a little bit off. Okay. True. But he's on his own right now, which has been a hot minute since he came on by himself. Yeah. Well, did you go to the doctor? Did you? Okay. So for Rochelle, and I'm just going to verify because tisk. Is this Rochelle's card? Okay. I was sure it was, but I just had to check because I wasn't focused firmly on you. So Rochelle, Garden of Venus, rest and renewal, right? Just beautiful. Okay. My statement for this is going to be this. Are the choices that you're making through the day promoting your health or depleting your health? Because you're the only one that can do anything about it. Okay? I love you. I love you. So for Rochelle, the place of all is well, rest and renewal, self-acceptance. Hello, Haley. How are you, love? When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure, a garden of love. You got a mom lecture for sure. His older sis, right? His older system, you go do it. All right. My bro's got to listen. He's got to listen. Listen, Rob, listen. Well, welcome. We have a beautiful collective here. We welcome you in. And hello, Tarot by Divinely Amethyst. Welcome. I like the name, Divinely Amethyst. Okay, so when the Garden of a Venus card appears, you are invited, actually summoned to return. Bye, Jenny, I love you. To return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary, and it is time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into the sacred garden alone. There's no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. You do. I see that Scout's honor there. I saw that, Rob. I'll check in on that. There you go, right? I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful card for you. Right. Okay, so after Rochelle is Leslie. And then after Leslie is Paige, then Liz and Julie. Right? How beautiful is that? It's so on time for you. So on time for you. The perfect card for you. Yeah. Ah, the card for Leslie's being sticky. Right. You are 4th. So 3 more. Oh, there we are. Leslie, the crossing, initiation. Beautiful. You are definitely on the list, Oliviera. I think everybody's on the list. Rebecca's on the list. So number 54. I just got chills, like bucket of chills. They're coming in. The crossing, rite of passage, initiation. You have come to stand on one side of a river. The opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still, as if in a temporary repose. Definitely, Anita. I've got confirmed. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the masks and the barriers of false strength to discover what you're really made of? Step into the boat awaiting you. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated so you can be born again into the world without denial or artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Beautiful card for you. All right. They're always beautiful cards. Okay, next is Paige. And sometimes, like the trauma has been found, or like being in chronic stress, chronic fight or flight state has been found to lead to it's a process that you have to do at this time. So I think going forward, right? So Paige's card. So yeah, one of trauma keeps us in an inflamed state, right? When our nervous system is in fight or flight or freeze and disassociate, it's not operating effectively. So we're not. Okay, I'm gonna check. I feel like this really is the card, but I'm gonna check. I'm just gonna lay them out because I want. All right, we're going to come. Yeah, the ACE study. Yeah. Yes. So that was yes to you, Leslie. And yes to you as well, the ACE study. So the Adverse Childhood Event Study, it gives you, is this Paige's card? 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 Okay. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Yeah, with the ACE study, so they look at adverse childhood events, and it's a study that's done at 10 different, there's 10 different criteria that are in the study. So if you grew up with a parent who had a mental illness, if you were around addiction, if you had a parent that had addictions, if you had a parent that was incarcerated, if you witnessed physical assault between your parents, if you were abused, if you were neglected, like there's a whole scale. I know I scored a perfect 10 out of 10 on that scale too. It's not one you want to score the perfect 10 out of. But when you, like, the higher that you score on the scale, the more the adverse events are going to affect your health. And that's what they've found, is that but it's just even long-term stress. No matter what, when you're in long-term stress, your body's not functioning appropriately. So because it's not functioning appropriately, your body has increased inflammation, and your immune function's decreased, right? So that's why we end up being on there. Yeah, there's 10 of them. Exactly. There's 10 of them, and it's a lot, right? So the higher on the scale, so you'll find that you get sick more often. You'll find that you get the ACE study. So ACE study, or you can look up adverse childhood events study. Okay. And I think Lulu just gifted, so I think Lulu can go on the list for sure. Okay. So the card for page. Hi, William. Been a while. How are you, love? First breath, number 21. Yeah. So it's just your body is stuck in fight or flight or freeze or disassociate. So they've linked a lot, like autoimmune diseases. They pretty much conclusively have linked, I say pretty much, that they're conclusively linked to being in trauma response for a really long time. I was diagnosed with MS, and by healing myself, I don't have any symptoms of that whatsoever. I take zero medications for anything. I consider myself to be completely healthy at this time. Yes. Yes, Leslie. Yeah. Just that, it's staying in those fight or flight. So again, your body's in an inflammatory state with decreased immune function. And you're not digesting food correctly either, right? That's why we end up with a lot of people that have like IBS or chronic constipation, like those conditions, a lot are just from the being in chronic stress, right? But our healthcare system doesn't look at healing; it's more preventative. So it's more sick care than it is healthcare. Because if they were concerned with healthcare, they would be looking at more. How can we do preventative stuff, right? How can we prevent you from getting sick, as opposed to how are we going to treat you now that you are sick? And so that's the backwards ways that our healthcare system works. So for page. Oh, we're at 10:09. I'm going to pause to read the card. We're going to do the burn first, okay? Got such beautiful energy this morning. And I got nice, beautiful leaves here too. So 10:09, we're going to write on our leaf. Oh, I like this one. Look at that guy. Such a good leaf. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you want to work with me, I'm here, my friend. I'm here. We can work through, and we'll work through all of those things. So we're going to put on this leaf. So what are we calling in? Kita has family. She wants to call in family. I know we got a call for resources. And we've got a call for faith, trust, and pixie dust. And new beginnings. Love. Joy. Inspiration. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Forgiveness. Understanding. Hope and healing. Might as well call in health and wealth. Grace. Patience. Knowledge. Wisdom. I'm very good, Tiffany. We're doing a bay leaf, writing on our intentions on it, and then we're going to burn it. Motivation. And I like discipline with motivation. Honesty. Dissolving brokenness. I like that. Abundance. Creativity. Recovery. Okay, I'm going to scroll up because I want to see. I know we got lots on here. Lots and lots. Nice. Is that what you're asking for? Is them to drop the vaccine requirement? Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, family. New home. Positive, swift outcomes. Happiness. Love. Spiritual maturity. Inspiration. Evolved consciousness. Clears. Honor, enlightenment. I like that. Strength and bravery. Peace. I think I got integrity on there. Nope. Integrity. Resilience. Love you. I got motivation on there, sweetheart. Resilience. That's what I was going to put down. Nice. I'm surprised that they haven't. I'm surprised that they haven't dropped it yet. Have a wonderful day. Love you, love you, love you, Mel. Right? Like, look at how beautiful we are. Like the things that we call in. Openness. I'm trying to find little spaces that I can write them. Like smushing them in here in little tiny little spaces. Perseverance. That's a really good one. I don't know if I can find a space for that though. We got a lot on here. Yeah, we're gonna call it at that. We've got so much on there. Like I put most of them. Well, that one's tiny. Home is tiny. So I think I can find a tiny space to put home on here. Because home has a different connotation than house, right? When we call home, there's an ownership to home, right? And we even call in pixie dust. right? The whole fairy dust, pixie dust, calling it in. Okay, where are my matches? Hiding underneath that. Okay, we got the matches. All right. So everyone focus on all of this coming into you and how you would feel if you had all of these beautiful things that we're calling in on this leaf. Right? How would you feel if everything came in on this leaf? As above, so below, so blessed be. And so it is, and so it is. So that's why we're probably, that might be why we're like so connected. Being that my name literally translates to Queen of the Fairies. The Queen of the Fairies. Okay, let's read Paige's card. And Paige's card was number 21, first breath. First breath. No, we got peace in. That's peace is better. So Paige. Love you, Alicia. A fresh start. Hi, Astro Kitty. How are you, Kate? When the first breath card, fresh start and renewed curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. Yeah, I don't feel like you're a dark lady. I really don't. Right? How beautiful is that? When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tales behind you. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There's no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time, for you are renewed and the old you is no longer your concern. Nope, you're next. You're next. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough they will as you move on. Do not squander the power of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings, to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. It's the shaman's dream. Oracle, the shaman's dream oracle deck by, of course, Colette Baron Reed. All right, so after this is Liz's card. And hi, Cameron. How are you? Ooh, Liz, popping right out. All right, all in the new beginnings. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine for Liz. I love you too, sweetheart. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm hanging out with my soul family. Cosmic womb. Number 6. You are a shining light. You are a bright shining light. Number 6. Goosey bumps saying that. A bright shining light, Helena. Creativity. The divine feminine. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment as your curiosity is piqued. You are in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realms. It's a beautiful message. Beautiful message. Yeah, if you want to gift 5 coins, you can get a card. But if you just want to ask a free yes, no question, you just have to wait till the end of the list. Okay. Astro's on the list. Okay, we're going to pick those up again. So Julie is next. You're welcome. Julie is next. Empty well, time to replenish. Okay. Empty well, time to replenish. Right? The back is beautiful. All of the cards are just beautiful. I love that Colette. She always gets really great artists for the decks. Okay, so number 16, the empty well. Nothing here, time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let Spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Yes, I saw that. I saw the new deck. I almost bought it right away. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity of give and take. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from a well. But you cannot dig yourself out of this hole, and remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the water courseway, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. Yeah, she is Canadian. All right, have a wonderful time. We'll see you later. Okay. Love you, Kita. Yes. Very clear message. Okay, we've got Amanda Avila. Okay, Amanda. And whenever I call your name, if you can just put a little comment on the thing, just to let me know that you're there, because otherwise I'll just hold off and do it. Hi, how are you? Who's that? It just says, hi there. Could I get card? Thanks, miss talking to you. I'm not sure who it is. It's not showing your name, just Facebook user. Yes. You're so welcome, Julie. Yeah, I studied with Colette Baron-Reed. She's an oracle. So it is Mark. I studied with her. So, okay, Diana. Diana would like to be put on the list for a card from Facebook. Yeah, it was quite the experience. I mean, I paid for it, but it was quite the experience. Okay. Amanda. Is Amanda Avila still in the chat right now? Amanda might have had to run away. No, she's not. Yeah, it's actually in the description of the live. It tells you that you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give them it could be that you're on a different device. Like if you go between your phone and a computer or, a tablet or something, or it could be that you're signing on. Like, I don't know if you have to do it for each, like, let's say if you were coming in through the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, you give rights to that particular group and StreamYard, and then you have to do it because you're on my profile, or you have to do it because you're on my page. I don't know how StreamYard works like that. Leslie's, I will give myself credit, but I'm not, but yeah, I'm more for other people to give me credit. Because then it's rather than me. All right. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Okay. Amanda Joe. StreamYard. Just iPhone. Yeah. It's in the description of the live that's there. I'll drop the link in again for you. So that's the link. You go to that link and it will. Right? And I do. I teach you guys to heal. I teach you guys how to heal. I teach you guys how to awaken too. Awaken and healing, activating. I do all kinds of lovely things for you. All right, we're going to get a message for Amanda Joe now. We'll talk about that more when we have our session. Maybe you can give me an idea how to toot my own horn. Thank you, Lulu. Okay, so Amanda Joe, Woodwives, Adaptability. I love that card. It's just beautiful. Number 64. Woodwives, Adaptability, Strong Roots, Growth. Love you. Mwah. You have a wonderful day, Paige. The Woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. And okay, life is going to offer you something extraordinary now, and in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. You have everything you need. You have all it takes to do this right now. If you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, you will be amazed by how well things play out for you. The Woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the new world, as these forest spirits have an uncanny ability to adapt to changing circumstances and always find the perfect way to grow and expand. They represent what you already know how to do. Learn. Be in a beginner's mind. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be and be present to what is right now. Is there a storm brewing because things need to change? No worries. Nothing can uproot you now, and it will pass, and you will dance with nature and move with it all. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity to take a chance on something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible line you drew. Go for it. You will be so glad you did. It's just a beautiful message. Hi, Diana. I see you now. I see your name. They are beautiful cards. I love them. Okay, so Rebecca and then Helena. Okay, so Rebecca and then Helena. Oh, Rebecca. Dances on one foot. Dances on one foot. Balancing act for Rebecca. Number 9. Balancing act. Resourcefulness. Saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems. If you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you're confusing readiness with preparation. You will never, ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not to be seduced by the belief, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand, right? Very much better. Very much better. Hi, Redbeard. So cute because Redbeard commented on the live before I went live and said fashionably late, and I ended up being like a minute late, and it was just perfect. I don't know how he knew. I was just not getting my stuff together this morning. I was too much in my own head. I was listening to a frequency music and I wanted to listen to the whole thing. And it was it was just over an hour long, but I had to cut it short because I didn't have enough time. Helena. So ground into your body. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your butt on the chair. Feel your breath coming in and out through your chest. And then might help you to focus more. All right, so Helena. Number 50, Spirit of the River. Look at her dancing in there. I love it. Just love it. Just a beautiful card. Number 50, Movement toward Adventure. Movement toward adventure. Addiction to problems, which we're working through all of that, right? We're losing that. Allowing and trusting the current. The Spirit of the River invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. Recognize this. Step back and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you're holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of the Spirit of the River. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. It's just beautiful. And yeah, hopefully you can like that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like my brain just went into too many different like things that it wanted to say to that statement, right? Like that whole being in that chaotic environment, right? Your nervous system is hardwired to that. So it'll be good to get your nervous system to a point where it feels safe and secure so that it's not looking for that noise, right? Hi, Renee. Renee and I met up yesterday and we did her free reading that she won for being one of the top 3 gifters in March, and we're doing it again in April. So if you're interested, it's just whoever gives the most gifts, the top 3 gifters get a free reading with me. And it's about a free hour-long reading. If you're not on TikTok, you can gift through a variety of means, whether it's through my PayPal donation link on Facebook or through stars. That's other ways to do it, just as a suggestion. Okay. And hi, everybody. Okay, I just gave myself some likes. Yeah, it's not as bad. Love you, Alicia. Okay, so Mel now. Mel. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Look at that. That is a beautiful space. Can you imagine living in that? Just beautiful. Oh, I go live every morning at 9 a.m. from 9 until 10, until 11, 12, depending. I come live a lot. You just must blah, blah, blah. You must not be on at the right time, cool boy. Hi, Laura. How are you, love? Right? Bountiful and abundance. So let's see. This is for Mel. Okay. So number 43, overflow. And this is talking about too much, overwhelm, and plenty. Good day. It is a beautiful day. Just a beautiful day. So many good things are heading your way or are already occurring in your life right now. Yet you may be thinking that they're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There's so much beauty and love. Opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all this overflow, I can say that you are blessed. You're blessed. It's a beautiful blessed. We're all blessed. I'm blessed. We're all blessed. So sometimes all this overflow can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. You have a wonderful day, Helena. Wonderful day. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in these emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach, bring yourself back to your life, restore your faith in a power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. This what a beautiful message for you, Mel. Beautiful message. I'm just going to write that in there because I want to make sure, because I didn't see Mel comment on it at all. So I just want to make sure that it's in there. I just wrote it down as overglow. That was funny. No problem. Right? Aw, thank you, cool boy. Thank you. All right, so after, it's CJ's turn. CJ just sent the finger heart right at her turn. Just synchronistic timing, right? Perfect timing. Okay. Oh, Number 42, netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Right? Like, how beautiful is that? I love her. Right? It's just beautiful. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Number 42. I know that CJ's here, so I'm not distressed about, or not worried about writing it down on the thing, because I know that she's getting it. Very pretty, right? So preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectations. Sounds good, Jess. You're next after this one, okay? You're right after CJ, so yeah, hopefully you can catch it right now, but if not, just remember to look at the recording around the 140 the 1 hour 40 minute to 1 hour 45 minute mark, okay? The netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net lest they swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you've forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The netcaster can also arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and you must wriggle free. Right now, it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go into your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with people and situations that are more challenging. So beautiful message. Beautiful message. We can do free call, like free on the, we can do free yes or no though. We do free yes or no's. Okay. Alrighty. So Jess, this is your card. And then I will, Jess. CJ's card was netcaster. It's okay. She was here to hear it, so it's okay. I only worry if I'm worried that they're not there or they're not able to hear it. So then I can make sure that I know if they come back and be like, I missed my card, but I know that she saw it. Okay. So Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Look at that card. Look at that card. Beautiful. Moving out of stagnation, number 15, Dust Devil. Embrace the chaos, trust in the process, moving out of stagnation. There, very cool, very cool. The presence of the Dust Devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing, Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, to be clean. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now. The winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside you with the Dust Devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains, shackling you to a barren desert. Stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. The dust devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery, the wisdom awaiting integration. Right? Just beautiful. Whoa. Maybe that's what that card was pertaining to. Right? I feel very positive flush of energy for that. So okay. Right. Beautiful. So let me know how that felt for you. How that felt for you, Jess. Okay. I'm just scrolling through something. Just checking on something. Yeah, not as far back as I went anyway. Oh, throwing a card. You're welcome, Jess. And throw a card, through a leaf. The leaf is running away from me. Is Jay in Canada meant to work with me? Okay. Is Jay in Canada meant to work with me? Is Jay in Canada meant to work for me? Is Jay in Canada meant to work with me? No. I don't think so. Yeah. I did say with. I feel like I said with. Welcome back, Tanya. Is Jay in Canada meant to work with me? Is Jay in Canada meant to work with me? Yeah, no. Is Jay in Canada meant to work for me? No, just kidding. teasing. But if we're linked, it might be a possibility to know. We can also ask that when we're together, okay? Okay, let's break into doing some free yes no's, okay? Let's do some yes no's, okay? So let's ask the questions. What is your question, Alicia? We'll just start again, okay? Start with just put your question in. If you have a question, put the question in and I will ask it and we'll rapid fire some yes no's, free yes no's right now, okay? Will Anita settle outside of court and will it be favorable for her? No. Should flower buns work at the elderly home? Yes. Will Alicia sell her home and relocate in the near future? Yes. Yeah. Will it go to court and be successful for Anita? Will it go to court and go in Anita's favor? Yes. Will CJ be a finalist for the YWCA award? Yes. Should Lulu go back to nursing school? No. Checked over there, make sure there was any. Good. Well, yes, just see it happening, see it coming to fruition. See yourself standing on getting the award. Just visualize it every single night and write it down as often as you want about how you are going to win the YWCA award, and visualize it. And I'm going to win the YWCA award, and visualize it, and keep doing it and keep doing it. And it will be. And then feel, when you're visualizing it, visualize it while feeling how you would feel. You'd feel super proud. You'd feel like really excited. If there's a question, do you prefer cards or yes, no's? Will Leanna have a future career in modeling and fashion? Will Leanna have a future career in modeling and fashion? No. Will Liz's son get back to his course again? Will Liz's son get back into his course again? Yes. Has Papa waited too long before going to see a doctor? Yes. Ooh, Liz made a connection. Liz, Alicia, Liz knows someone that can get her into Fashion Week. Will Maria overcome this hurdle? That was on yes. Will Maria overcome this hurdle was a yes. Will Leanna become a surgeon of some sort? No. Somebody came in spewing a little bit of hate. You saw it was blocked. Is CJ going to be in the top 3? Is CJ going to win the YWCA award? Yes. Will Anita give the cottage back to the family somehow? Yes. Yes. I feel like it said she wasn't going to be a surgeon. So Anita, I'm going to pause it so we can start from a. Will Denise call or talk to me, and will it be good? Will Denise call and talk to Diana? Will Denise call and talk to Diana? No, she's not going to talk. She's not going to call you. Will Diana find out about her bungalow house in June? Late June. Yes. Where was the Ricky question? Will Ricky be able to, will Ricky learn how to be, like, it's more, will you get in control of your anxiety? Will Ricky ever get in control of his anxiety? Yes. Will Papa make it through what he's dealing with health-wise? Will Papa's health improve? We'll just say that. Will Papa's health improve, and will he be okay? Yes. Okay. So no to the Denise part. Will Denise talk to Diana again soon? Will Denise talk to Diana again soon? It's still no, honey. But the house, yes. No, it's okay. Will Leanna be a future advocate for mental health? Yes. Yeah. Damia can have a card. Absolutely. What was it? Did you put another thing up above that, Anita? I just want to go back up. Oh, was it an honest misunderstanding? I don't understand that. Will she ever talk to me? Yep, you're on the list, Lulu. Nobody gets off the list unless they leave. That's what happens. So Was it an honest misunderstanding for Anita? Was it an honest misunderstanding for Anita? Yes, it was an honest misunderstanding. Will Denise, of course she will. Will Denise ever talk to Diana again? Yes. Yes, she will. Thank you, Dami. I appreciate you doing the polls. I love it. You don't have to apologize. You're not doing anything wrong. There's no need to apologize. But when you ask, like, you just think about the question that you want to ask, like, and maybe ask that question initially. So then it's not this question and then slightly change it and slightly change it and slightly change it. Right. And, you know, like, she's probably upset. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming that she's upset right now, because if it's based on what we had our call about, right, then I have a funny feeling that she's just upset with that. So she's just taking some space, like, pull back. And what we talked about, if you talk to her about that, right, if you share in that you're recognizing that you are anxiously attached and that creates that insecurity and that you're constantly looking for reassurance, and now that you're aware of that, you're working on it, that can repair the bridge, right? That can repair that bridge, okay? I mean, we can do this one, but I don't think many people have been here for the first time, but there might be a few. Okay, so Tina, good morning, witchy woman. Will Anita and I meet up before she? Well, even if I move, I'm only in Brighton, you know. Will Anita and I meet up before I move? Yes. Tina, will Albert and Tina move forward in a committed? Nope. Nope. I love you too, sweetie. I love you too. You're divinely loved too, right? Whenever you're looking for love, look inside you, right inside your heart, where that God spark is. You look inside there and there's a lot of love, right? But it's okay. It's okay, right? And like I said, it's all about apologizing, because it's made, you know, like, if you're constantly having to reassure how you feel about somebody else, like you're constantly reassuring them, it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, like you're failing in some way, right? So that's all. She just wants, once you talk to her about that, I'm sure it'll repair things, right? It'll repair things with your son and her. Will H reach out to Yumi? Will H reach out to Yumi's family in the future to complain? Will H reach out to Yumi's family in the future to complain? No. No, Yumi. There you go. I'm right down by Presqu'île, right down by the opening to Presqu'île Park. Good morning, Em. Good morning. I'm so happy about that, witchy woman. Come and enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the vibes. Dance together. Ooh. Will Damia get communication on Eid? Will Damia get communication on Eid? I'm all for looking at new places. Yes. Yes, Damia. Does F want to talk to M? Does F want to talk to M? Yes. Yes, M. Okay, we're going to put that down for a little bit. Go back to the cards, because typically I try to leave that till the end, but you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that heart focused breathing. Remember the heart focused breathing. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, like 3 times a day minimum, right? I don't know how many people answered that, but no, nice. We'll hit up some spaces. We'll hit up some spaces for sure. So doing that heart focused breathing, right? And telling yourself that you're loved, re-accue yourself to the love comes from within, right? If our cup isn't full of love for ourselves, we'll go seeking it from other people and we'll ask them to fill it. And depending on how we were raised, like what experience we had when we were being raised, if it was inconsistent, where you had attention and then didn't have attention, we become anxiously attached. If it was more consistently that we didn't have the attention, then we become avoidant attached. When we have like a really chaotic environment, we become disorganized attached, right? So yeah, definitely. Let's hang. Right, let's go. I love it. Which emoji do you prefer? Cute. Right? So when you reaffirm that love for you, then you're not going around seeking for somebody to fill the cup for you. When we are avoidant attached, we do look for love in other people to fill it, but then yay, Liz resubscribed. Yay. Love that. Thank you, Liz. I think my watch thinks I moved or something. Yeah, my watch is telling me to get up and move. Get up and move. Trying to make my watch think that I got up and moved, even though I didn't get up. No, it didn't trigger it. It's still telling me to get up and move. So, right. So working on soothing your nervous system and the affirmations, right? I'm doing cards now. Right? Okay, so I'm going to put in there, I know which one it was. Okay, Anita. Anita is next. And then after Anita, Covenant. And thank you. I appreciate that, Liz. Sacred contract, covenant, which is interesting given what you're dealing with right now. Sacred contract, covenant. We'll see if the card answers that question for you, okay? Okay, we'll see if the card does. Right? Dance. I love it. Number 7, commitment. This is the shaman's dream. The shaman's dream. I always want to call it the sacred journey, but it's the shaman's dream. I'm going to create a deck of cards called the Sacred Journey. I'm definitely going to do that. That is born as of this moment. Nobody can take it. I own it. Yeah. Nice. The Shaman's Dreams is a beautiful deck. Okay. So Anita, covenant. You're being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. It is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you're unable to sign and seal the deal and commit to it. The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred contract. A covenant must be founded on the truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. The covenant is not about your agenda only. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as a guarantor of the good faith of all and to ensure that the direction you are embarking on will be for the greater good. It's important that you understand what you are signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit to something you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. Do not hesitate to put all your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent and nothing is left in darkness. When shadow elements remain hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. Yeah. I do. Children's books. I have an affirmation gratitude journal. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate that you need money to do it. Like, and some things, you need to have money up front to do it. Which is unfortunate, but so read the fine print. I believe that's like really a good message. Make sure that you're putting all your cards on the table, exactly what you're looking for, right? And if you're honest and upfront about what you need, I would love that, Leslie. If there's something that you like, what do you really want? And get in connection with spirit, connect with spirit, right? Envision what you want to happen, right? Even draw up what you hope the contract looks like, or like the decision that's going to happen from everything. And just make sure that you watch those fine prints. I like it. The crystal ball wins over the fairy. Cute. Yeah. I've had one poem published, and I've had one picture published. Hi, Guy. How are you, love? Yeah, we got Oliviera and then Lulu. Oliviera. Okay, that's too many cards, Oliviera. Not good. What's going on, love? I have all these children's stories that I wrote that are really cute. And I have my problems at work. Okay, we've got two. I'm gonna divine it with it. So is this Oliviera's card? Is this Oliviera's card? It's being slow this morning. I think it's jealous because I was using the other one. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Winter's Dream, gestation period, number 63 for Oliviera. We got Dami. Okay, I want to make sure we have Dami on the list. Winter's Dream, gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. Yeah, I'm not going into yes, no's. I'm not going into yes, no's right now. Okay. The Winter's Dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that one quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds within your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. I feel like you're really challenging yourself there, Damia. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of Winter's Dream. Winter's Dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken, awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. I love it. And thank you so much. We got to 25K in likes. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And it's 11:10. So let's do some more. Let's burn another leaf. Let's burn another leaf. Let's call in some more amazing things towards us for 11:11. Hi, Quacks Riley. Hi, Riley. Okay, we're going to see if I see 11:11. It's cool to catch you too, Mr. Riley. And just in time, is there something you'd like to manifest? Something that you'd like to call into you? Because I'm going to burn this leaf with some wonderful things on it. Right now is 11:11. So we're going to write love, joy, resources, new beginnings, fertility, success, inner peace, fulfillment, faith, trust, and pixie dust, they've been so on point, justice, patience, all right, we're going to scroll up for a hot second, prosperity, clarity, belief, acceptance, nice little sandpapers, beautiful, strength, bravery, and speedy recovery. Trust. We got trust on there. Acceptance. I put it on twice. So I'm going to change acceptance to accomplishment. Confidence. Look at that. Back to back. Confidence. Healing. Health. And wealth. Reciprocity. Balance. Commitment. Stability and wish fulfillment. Inner knowing. Okay, we're getting alignment. That's it. That's it. We got to call it at alignment. I'm running out of room. We got joy. We got joy. So we'll take joy and use that as happiness. Okay. All right. We're going to burn it. I'm all warm all of a sudden again. So let's start a fire. Let's start a fire. Whew. Matches. I'm going to do this too. Matches. I don't know why I always stick them so far away. It's like I'm not going to use them in a hot minute. Ooga booga time. I love it, Riley. All right. So we're going to focus on all of this coming, and we're going to focus on how we would feel if we had all of this stuff. Look at that. And you know me, I can't stop until I burn it all. So much love energy. Look, we've got the big pink heart today too. Just beautiful. As above, so below, so blessed be. And so it is. And so it is. It was. You brought the heat. Somebody brought the heat. Because I felt it. I felt it. Beautiful. Mote it be. Oh, put them back there. I'm going to stick these dudes right in front of the cauldron because that seems to be a good spot for them to sit. Right? Makes sense? Alrighty. So Lulu's card now. Lulu's card, and then Diana on Facebook, and then Renee. Then we're going to do the intuition test. I'll do that. It's ours. Oh, love it. Love it. Okay, I'm going to check. We've got two. I feel like I know which one, but is this Lulu's card? Is this Lulu? Just run right into a stop. 17 outside, 1717 from Wickedly Divine, 17, 17, 17. Lots of good 17s, right? And we're almost at 217 for the time that we've been on too. So for Lulu, Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray. Number 18. Would have been funny if it was number 17. We got 16, 17, 18. Really in there with all the numbers. Oh. I don't know. I think he's punishing himself more than anyone could ever punish him, I'm sure. And the outcry from society towards him, I think that's really punishing him. I don't understand what the whole thing was about. I wasn't there. I have no idea why that happened. And you know, right? Soar like an eagle. Right? Number 18. Protection. Inherent trust rising above the fray. The Eyes of the Eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. Yeah, that's what they were asking about. I've seen it quite a bit though. I've seen it quite a bit on media sites, like definitely like on Instagram and on Facebook and stuff like that. And I mean, social media is media. I don't know about on the news because I don't watch the news because it's just toxic propaganda typically. So nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate because when you take somebody who has done an amazing amount of things and you reduce it to one moment where he's made a mistake, that I don't know how to, like, I wasn't there. I don't know why he asked for that. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, I can honestly say I don't understand it. I don't understand the request that he made. I don't understand it at all. So yeah, I don't know, but it's unfortunate because he's done a lot of amazing things as well. So the Eyes of the Eagle offers you the gift of foresight, the skill of looking ahead to see the unfolding of destiny before it all manifests as reality. The eagle's extraordinary vision allows it to spot the tiny mouse from its lofty perspective as it flies thousands of feet into the atmosphere. In a similar fashion, you too can train your keen eye to discern the workings of humans. Eyes of the Eagle is an invitation to witness the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, yet react to nothing. Act only to further your noblest calling. The eagle flies above all creatures. When it meets obstacles, it simply rises above them. Know that you are protected. You can fly high above the judgment slings, arrows, and the darts of envy from others who may not have your great wings and are still arguing with pigeons over crumbs. Trust that you are ready for whatever fortune has placed before you, even if you feel not yet properly equipped to meet its challenges. Your willingness to say yes to spirit has nothing to do with how well outfitted you are. Hesitation, on the other hand, will suck the air from under your wings and make you lose altitude. You are called now to trust your heart and your instincts. I look like Barbie. Yeah. You are called now to trust your hearts and instincts, to move fearlessly and not waver. The time is right and no harm can come your way if your motives are pure and you act courageously. Right? So act courageously and go forward and manifest those dreams. You have an eagle-eye view of things manifesting in front of you. So you can even see when there's little pitfalls and stuff. Right? Beautiful. Yeah, like I don't understand it. Like I don't understand it, and that's why. Like I know that he put out a public apology, and that he feels very ashamed. And shame is a huge feeling for anyone to endure and to take onto themselves. I don't know if in that thing that he stated why he did it exactly, like what the rationale behind what he said. So yeah, I don't know. I'd have to research and look into it to see what it all meant before I would really weigh in on it. I just know the stuff that the Dalai Lama has done before all of this, and then that. Apparently, so the thought, or what he stuck his tongue out at a kid, but apparently he told the child that, like the 7 to 10-year-old in that age range, I'm not sure the exact age of the child, but he told him to suck his tongue. Like they were standing like this far away from each other. And then he stuck his tongue out and said, suck my tongue. Suck on my tongue. Sorry. Suck on my tongue. I don't know. Like it's so abnormal of a thing to act. Like it's just, and it's so like completely out of what you would place the Dalai Lama with his character and all the ways that he showed up until this point. Right. It's so strange. Like it's so like really abnormal that someone with that, like that he would do that he would say that to a small child. Is really messed up. It really is. Like, I don't disagree with the fact that what happened was really, really weird. It was to say, use my words of wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, like I would have to look at, what was like, only the Dalai Lama knows what he said and what he did, right? Like in all actuality, he's the only one that knows the truth behind all of it, because he knows what he meant to say, right? Or what he meant to convey, right? And I don't think that like the request was for the child to actually do it, right? Like to suck on his tongue. Like he wasn't requesting that. I think that it was misinterpreted, like Leslie's saying, because I think even with the Dalai Lama's apology, is what he was saying was that he was trying to say, like, if you, yeah. And yes, I agree. I feel like they've edited the video to make it seem more sensational, right? Because it's all about selling newspapers and stuff like that. And there's been numerous times when we've had so much lies. I mean, heck, we don't like, and yeah. Am I doing Ramadan? No, but my Damia is. Yeah, right. The way that they sensationalize it and flip it around and make it, yeah. Right. It would be interesting to like delve into it a little bit more to see. Right. But I do believe what he was saying was like, basically use my words or take my words, like use my words, not like, or the, like, yeah. Take my words. Yeah. Take my words was basically like, take my voice or take my words was what he was trying to convey. And the translation came out wrong. And now he's being persecuted because, apparently he's like really disgusting person now, which is unfortunate. right? Because unless we know the truth, like then it's a truth that's skewed, and that's not a truth, right? Okay, so Diana, are you still there, love? Woo. Okay. You'll just take all 4 of them. Yeah, he is, and I don't like, but I do think, yeah, he does have a very playful nature. But I don't think that, I honestly don't think that he meant anything in a sexual or inappropriate nature. Just my knowing says that, but that doesn't mean that, like, but I'm not the Dalai Lama. The only one that really knows the truth is him. And, that's. Now I'm cold because I'm getting my spiritual connection again. Okay, we're going to check these because we got 4 that popped out, but there's only 1 that's yours. And so I'm just going to see. Yes. In his apology, he said that's not what he meant. Like there wasn't anything in that way meant from it. Like, is this Diana's card? Is this Diana's card? Is this Diana's card? Is this Diana's card? Okay. Yeah, not according to him, not according to people that really know the Dalai Lama. That is not what he meant, and it's, yes, anything that comes through the media, definitely we need to use our discernment, because their main goal is to get it out first. So they will not fact check before it comes out. They want to get it out first because they want to be the firsts, right? Hi, Cheyenne. That's an interesting thing there, Leslie. Right? But people would take that very offensively, right? Instead, hi, good. So, and the other thing that the media will do is twist it, because they're going to twist the information to sensationalize it, to make it a sale. Like they want to up it. They want to hype it up and inflame it and stuff like that. That they're gonna want to make it look as sensational as possible. And with all of the deep fake stuff going on, you can't even be certain that what you're seeing is actually something that happened, that actually really happened, right? They could do deep fakes, which makes it look like he made the child actually do something with him, because they're so good at doing the deep fakes. Like, did you see the deep fake series they had on ex-President Trump being indicted or whatever, arrested, when they made a whole series, and it was a whole deep fake thing? Like, it looked really real with them being arrested, but it was all just fake, right? Yeah, who's moving oil today? Exactly. Yeah, like they did this whole series, like on of deep fake pictures and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's quite. You don't believe in what, love? And hi, JD. Okay. Diana, heart home, compassion. Heart home, compassion. Okay. But we're all entitled to our perspectives or our opinions, but yeah, but it's ours, right? No, I don't know about that. There's a lot of people that say that other reasons for the glitch. Like if you see the eyes flip, it's potentially, there's the concept that the reptilian race has taken over that particular person, or is, that person is a reptilian in disguise, and you tell by their eyes, as other stuff that's in it. So we're doing 5 coins for a card, right? 5 coins for a card. And then yes, no's are free. I'll see if I get back to doing yes, no's at the end. Okay. Heart home, number 27 for Diana. Love in its truest form, compassion. Okay. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Absolutely. Yes. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You're being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions and allow spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. Just 5 coins. Like in the gifting, it's just gifting 5 coins. You're welcome. When Debs, I didn't see that come through. Like I know one day we did the mini reading of 3 cards. We did the mini reading of 3 cards, and when I was doing the 3 card like mini readings, those were a 15 card pull, right? And that was done back in I think February when we had that little event that I ran that one day. But besides, I can actually look at my metrics to see when that actually was. That was February 25th. So yeah, I just did that as a 20 on the 25th as we were doing a mini readings for people for $15. That was the one. December sounds like a good month to make a new deck. And hello, love. How are you, my friend? I'm using the Shaman's Dream or Oracle. Okay. So yeah, through gifts on TikTok as how we do the 5 coins. All right, next is Renee. Nice. Enjoy your lunch, love. Soon we'll be done here, and you'll see me making my lunch since my 3-day fast is over. All right. Renee, hollow bone, teachability. Look at that beautiful card. Thank you. Thank you, Salasia. Going between Hazel Kitten and Salasia. Perfect. So number 28, teachability. Cheyenne's on the list, okay? Thank you, Salasia. Number 28. Hollow bone, Renee. Teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. Thank you, Lulu. And just to remind everybody, we are doing, and it does, I'm going to look back up to what Witchy Woman. I'm working on a totem animal and corresponding plant medicine deck. I love that. That would be beautiful. What was I going to say? My brain went, Just a reminder that we are doing whoever the highest gifters are for April. The top 3 win a reading with me. And also, if you're looking to, work with me, you can work with me to heal trauma, to work on spirituality, all kinds of different things. Like I definitely have a full bag, inner child healing, like all kinds of stuff. Nice. So this is for Renee. I haven't seen Renee say anything. Is she there? Did I check my schedule? Yeah, I'm not. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's 5 coins. So whatever 5 coins is, 5 roses, or the little fire thing I think is 5 coins straight up. And I'm not sure. Yes, yes, definitely, CJ. I see your rose. I see your rose. Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Paging Renee, party of one. Hi, Sharna. Sharna. I almost said Sharma. Sharna. Hello. Thank you, Guy. Renee isn't here. Okay, just mark down number 28, hollow bone for her, and that, or like the hollow bone works, or 28. Even if you just put 28 in there, either one will work. So then I won't worry about reading it over again. Alrighty. So we're gonna do the intuition test now. I'm gonna pull a card. That card will be the number. Okay, what number is on this card? We're doing our intuition test. So whoever guesses the number on the card gets a free card. So what number is on this card? It goes from 1 to 64, I believe, is the numbers. Yep, 1 to 64. Diana has 38. My fingers aren't in the way of the number. The number's up on the top corner. Melinda said 13. Did you guess what your number was? Did you guess a number yet, Leslie? What's the different number that you're hearing, witchy kind of woman? Your first guess counts, but you can put in multiple guess, but oh, okay. Yeah, she's doing something else. Hi from Ontario, Canada. I did. I did. You're on the list for a card. Okay, so we're gonna flip it over now. I think that everybody's at least had one guess in who's trying to guess the card. Okay, and we're gonna show the card number, and nobody won. It was number 3. No, it's okay. Just your first guess counts. If you keep guessing, then maybe you guessed the right one. And I'd say you didn't guess it the first time, you got it the second time. So, but it's number 3. Okay, number 3. And this is a cute card. Look at the little mice inside the mushroom head with their little roses, all being happy. Right? Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, they did testing with the heart math, and they would have cards that would make people feel happy or make people feel anger, and they would hold them like this and ask, like, and right before they would flip the card, the heart would measure. It would measure it, right? Jack's little card of his little mouse. Nice. Okay, so we're on to witchy woman. Witchy kind of woman. I probably have close to 30 decks of cards. I have, I think, 5 tarot decks, and then I have the remaining are all oracle decks. I think that's, I'm going to count when I pack up because I'm going to be moving from here soon. So, Witchy, you got 1 card, not a whole deck. Wow. That's a lot of cards. Shauna. Shauna, if you still have the booking link to book a call with me, book another call with me. I'd love to have a chat with you. We can have coffee time. Right? It's a specific message that's trying to come out. I should have pulled all 4 and just divined which one it was. But I was hoping it would just give me one. Straddling Worlds, Wandering Between Realms, number 52. It's a beautiful card. Now, some of the decks are really specific. I'm offering it to a colleague, basically. It's somebody that I would collaborate with. I'm offering her a call. So I give 1 free call to anybody, 1 free call. That's how you get a call. And then if you want to work with me, you can work with me in a variety of different ways. Yeah, exactly. It's on point for sure, right? So yeah, then it's typically you work with me to keep having calls with me, right? All right. Straddling Worlds, being comfortable in 2 states, wandering between realms, reinvention. When the Straddling World card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with 1 foot in your old world and 1 foot in the new. There's no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. I'm going to be doing that in a little bit, Anita. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with awe as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into something original. Have a wonderful day, Melissa. Love to you, friend. Do not feel that you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling Worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible world, between the realms of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world, right? Just beautiful, just beautiful. Lemuria was just it was another life form that was on Earth. Right? Just beautiful. So the Atlanteans and the Lemurians, they were just higher life forms that inhabited the Earth, but they still managed to mess it up. And then yeah. Damia's card. Oh yes, there are, and they're not. I mean, when in the series of books, Conversations with God, there's 3 books, and in a channeling message, he talks about the Lemurians, and he talks about the no, it is a squirrel. There's a squirrel outside. Squirrel brain. He talks about this concept because the guy that's channeling the Conversations with God asks him about aliens, and he's like, well, yes, they do exist, but they don't exist. And the reason why they don't is because we all come from the same source, right? We all come from the same source. So we're technically all related. We're all from the same. We're all like from God. We're all the divine, living out the divine. Like we're all one. So there's no such thing as really aliens. It's just that if a spirit inhabited a body on another planet and they came here, they would look alien to us, or they might not. They could look exactly like us. There's many alien races that look exactly like us, right? But that there's no true alien, that we're all spirits. We're all the same, right? We're all connected. We have the entire universe within us. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So but I mean, when you look at it in the way that the human, like how we conceptualize aliens, an alien is something that is foreign to us or foreign to our Earth. There are definitely life on other planets, multitude of lives spanning across the galaxies and universes that exist and through time and dimension, right? There's so many. And Lemurians and Atlanteans, they inhabited the Earth, and they were highly enlightened life forms, or highly enlightened beings, or Hebs as they call it for short. They were Hebs. Yeah. So they were called Hebs. That was the word. So highly elevated beings, or highly enlightened beings. Yes. We've probably witchy kind of woman. She's probably reincarnated like 702 times. Like there's a number that just like when I think of her, that's the number that comes to mind, is that she's reincarnated about 702 times in different life forms. We're definitely not one bank account. No, we're not. But we're a very primitive race right now. We're very primitive, right? We are very focused on, consumption, and we're focused on, having a hierarchy, and, like that. There's so many different little structures that we have in place in society, right? People would say that we shouldn't be taking care of the people that are less than, the people that don't, but that's not, we are evolving. We definitely are evolving. And when we embody positivity and enlightenment, like when one person elevates their consciousness, it's like the difference between one person in an elevated consciousness is like 15 that are still unconscious, right? So it doesn't take as many to change the wave. That's why the wave is flowing, and it's going to keep happening faster and faster and faster. Right? There's enough resources on the planet for everybody, and there's enough food so that nobody goes hungry. There is enough homes so that nobody is ever homeless. The problem is that the way that we live is wrong, right? We live so wrong, right? The fact that, you have people that have billions of dollars and multitudes of homes and they lay empty. And meanwhile, there's people that are homeless. Like, nobody should be dying of starvation. Instead, we make food in factories instead of growing real food, and we poison our food and our air and our water. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's not. But then, yeah, there's so many resources, right? And we're just so terrible with our environment, right? Look at what they've done with just the stuff that we use, right? You used to be able to buy a phone, right? Remember when you get those little flip phones? We used to get those little flip phones, and they're still running, they're still working, there's nothing wrong with them. Then they go and make an iPhone, and they make it so that every time they give a software update, that it slowly degrades the life of your phone. And then eventually, like within 4 years, your phone is kind of functioning really poorly. So it's making you have to buy another one. Plus, they're pushing that you're all of this material stuff. Like, what is the device you have, right? I spent decent money on my phone because I wanted a really good camera. And right, so it's just all about profit. If somebody is profiting off the misfortune of somebody, that is a very, very primitive society. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which kind of woman's beautiful, right? And we do that all the time, right? Like, with the whole, and it's good to listen to the children, right? The children that come in and they tell us we can't do that. Like, don't poison our water, don't poison our air, don't poison our food, don't, like the rainforest. This is how sad society is. Hemp. We could use hemp to make clothing, ropes, paper, like a ton of things. We could use hemp to replace a lot of different things. We'd have the strongest rope. We'd have really good paper. We'd have awesome clothes, all of that stuff. Yeah. Right. But when we go into so hemp could do that, but instead we kill the trees. Well, the trees are symbiotic with us, that when we breathe out carbon dioxide, the trees breathe it in and they return it in oxygen, which we breathe in the oxygen and we return it to trees and carbon dioxide. And it's a symbiotic nature. They cull the forests, right? They cut down trees and they're like, oh, but we plant 2 trees for every tree that we cut down. Yeah, but it's going to take 100 years for that tree to get to the size of the one that you cut. Same thing with the rainforest and destroying the rainforest. It will take thousands of years for the rainforest to grow back from what they've taken from it, right? It's just really, really, yeah. Yeah, they don't. It is, exactly. It's plant food. So what do? In Canada, we have to pay a carbon tax. We're carbon neutral because we have enough forests on here. And if they wanted to fix the carbon that we're using, go after organizations, right? And it's really heavy stuff. It really, really is. All of it. But we have to be the change, right? We have to be the positive change that comes into the world, that starts to ask for things, that starts to demand that things be changed, that starts to be saying no, right? The whole concept in the bug's life, right? In the bug's life, when the one, I don't remember what bug it is, but if he was like, if they realized that their numbers were many and ours were but few, and if they rose up, they could overtake us. Right? But they keep us dumbed down. They keep us dumbed down. Go watch the Kardashians. Go watch, these stupid shows. Go watch this toxic internet or the toxic TV programs or the toxic media or toxic, right? Like, it's so many stuff that it just and then feed us. Yeah. The grasshopper. Yeah. Yeah. It just, so then we end up getting messed up. Right. Yeah, it's sad, right? But we have to be the change. We have to bring the change forward. Yeah, and religion just distorts everything, right? Religion just distorts everything. And it's more rules and regulations and control through fear, right? Unfortunately. Okay, Damia. Damia's card. I've been holding on to it. Sky Dancer. Surrender. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm not, you know what, when you get to the really true, like when, especially like when you're reading the book or listening to the series, like, cause I listened to the 3 books and I listened to them back to back to back. Right. Okay. We can look at Star Code Astro for the next one. We'll look at that. Sometimes I find, I just got to make sure. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. We can look at Star Code Astro next time. Okay. I'll keep that in. Oh, no, cancel. I'll keep that in mind for the next time. No, we've been really chitty chatty. Rebecca, yes. You missed your card. That was a long time ago. Right? It's not about like a wipeout and redo and do it all over again. It's not about that, right? Right? We hopefully can raise the consciousness and change the way that we operate within the world, which would be really, really, really nice, right? It would be really nice. But unfortunately, because what we should be living in communities, right? We should be living in little communities, like little villages together, not in big cities, but in little villages together, where the village raises the children kind of concept, right? We all grow the food and we all contribute together for that. And we work on health. And if we're not poisoning our food, people aren't going to get sick. If we're not poisoning our air, people aren't going to get sick. If we're not poisoning our minds, people aren't going to get sick, right? Like that kind of, not 15-minute cities. No, that's a control tactic. Anything that has the word smart is all about control, right? It's a control tactic. Yes, big corps are toxic. They're definitely toxic, right? Very definitely toxic. But the whole thing is that we don't die. We just change life form. Like we just leave the body. We let go of the body form and we go and we stay within our spiritual form. We are everlasting. And then we are in a bliss moment. We see all that was and all that ever was and all that ever will be when we're in our spiritual form. And then we decide, yeah, let's go and jump back into another form, right? Let's jump back into another body. Okay. Damia's card, Sky Dancer, number 48. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that's just really to control us and keep us monitored, right? It's not about freedom. It's definitely nothing that anyone from up there is suggesting currently. Like, and but when I mean up there, I mean like politics and the elites and corporations. Nothing that they're suggesting has anything to do with our freedoms or with a healthy society. They're all about control and stuff. Okay. I love watching. Oh, my other screen. Sorry, I have 2 screens up. Big Pharma keeping us sick, so they sell remedies. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. We need to stay with the freedom. We need to keep with where we are, totally about freedom, right? Yeah, exactly. The driver's license won't be for peasants in the future. Flying won't be for peasants in the future. Not that we should be really doing all of those things. We should be living in communities. Like if you could take your whole soul family, the people that light you up and, you know, your little soul family, if you could live in an environment where you grew your own food, you took care of each other, you went and saw a shaman, or you went and saw, you know, a healer, or you all worked together for the collective in those little communities, would that not be a better way to live? Right? You wouldn't have to fly anywhere. You wouldn't have to drive anywhere. You just live together in your little communities. I wrote your cards down. Okay, so we're going to get back to doing cards. So this is for Damia. When a sky dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you've become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. If you do what you always did, you get what you always got. No, it's different than that. When it comes out, and that's a cool concept though, Joshua. I think that's a cool concept about how if you're all life number 11, like if you're on a life number 11, that you would all be a kind of like a soul family. I like to describe it like we're a tree, right? And God is the root, right? And as you go out into the branches, the branches that, like the cluster of branches that is together, that's the soul family, because they were really connected through the spiritual form, right? But if you went on the other side of the tree, those people would seem like just weird. I do breaking contracts. I absolutely do. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Someone lost their driver's license that I know of, personally spoke with them because of PTSD. I know, we just keep going back and forth, right? We're just like, yeah. But we are many and they are few. If we want to do something, we can. Okay, Alicia, yeah. Squirrel, right? Right? Don't. We gotta stand up. We gotta speak up. We have to. Yeah. I do have like a single trauma healing session that I do on my that's on my webpage, that you can book a time with me through that. And I can help you with that. Yeah. So back to Damia's card. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The sky dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself. In your work or in your love life, do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight. So if you want your Akashic records reprogrammed, you can work with Witchy Woman for sure. Definitely look her up. If you want to do contract, like I do what's called quantum, in like I do a thing that I can take you through. I can take you through to for contracts, for that kind of stuff. Hugs to everyone. So dance in the, sorry, I'm waiting. I lost my, the only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. That would be so good. That would be kind of cool. I'd be interested in seeing how that floated. I'd be interested in seeing that. Could you imagine if they looked at your life path number and that's the house that you got assigned to, and that was the little collective that you lived in? So all life path number 3s live together, all life path numbers 11 live together, like, and see how that worked. It would be like a Hogwarts, but with life path numbers. I like that, Joshua. The sky dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life and, even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Right? Get me a broom. Redbeard's like, get me a broom. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. So we've got Renee came back. And we got Rebecca. Is Rebecca still back? Is Rebecca still there? I love you, Damia. Time to shake up your life, friend. Shake it up. Oh, I can't even remember. I can't remember. I've done it so many times, but then I can't remember. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll figure it out. I think I'm a 3 for some reason. Yeah, 3. I definitely know how to embrace life. I'm a 3. I mean, if you just take my date of birth, right? Varying Redbeard's going to beat me at Quidditch. I mean, if you just look at my date of birth, I'm a 3, right? But for some, and I don't know, maybe connecting with the with your name, like your full name and stuff too. I kind of like doing the calculator when we do that as well. But my life, 3. Yeah, I like date, time, and full name, but this one here was just the birth date, right? The quick one. All right, we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to try out this other one. We've had such a fun day today. My month is 3. My month is 3. My day is 6, and my year is 3. So I'm 363. I'm almost a 369 if I went just with my date of birth. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, no. I'm December 6th. I'm December 6th. It's just when you reduce December down, it becomes 3, right? 1 and 2 equals 3. So yeah, if somebody was born on the same year, but in March, on March 3rd, we'd have the same. But I have done the full like calculation of my number. Oh, wait. My name is a 1. My name is a 1. Like Tanya, Gina, Elizabeth. My name is a 1. Oh, she's 4 years younger than me, but birthday twins. I love it. Nice. You know, I have to hook up, Joshua. I need to show you. I need to get you to calculate it the way that is. So my name is a 1. Okay. My year is a 3, or like my date of birth is a 3. And my time of birth would be a 3. Because I'm that. Yeah. So I would be 133. So put it all together, a 7. Oh, you're just a baby, Redbeard. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I got to get back to my screen. I'm going to go back. We've had so much fun today. We've went on all kinds of different things. That's awesome. What's your date in May, Redbeard? Because your birthday's coming up. Yeah. So if you take my time, which was 1515, and you take my date, which was December 6th, 1974, and you take my name, I have a name of life path number 1. I have a nice. Ooh, cool. I'm writing this down, Redbeard. Nice. Yeah, I'd have to give you all my numbers so that you could do it the right way. But I'm not sure if, like, do you see, tell me if you see this comment. Do you see this? Let me know if you guys see that on yeah, no, I didn't do that one either. Yeah, I don't, people always are shocked when they're like, you're 48. I did the color thing a while ago. But I was, okay, so we're going to do one. We needed to see if Renee was still there. You're not good at math. Well, if I did it briefly, your life path 1. I'm 40-ish. You're based on just your date of birth, you're a life path 1. Oh yeah, that showed up on TikTok. You guys saw that comment? Nice. I like the way that Joshua does it. I wrote that down just like that. I am. Lots of ones, right? Varying Redbeard's like, Joshua, don't confuse me. I missed the thing talking about the personality. Yeah, I did do the color of the personality thing, but but it's been so long with that one, right? Aw. Well, take the free call, Alicia. Take the free call and see what. Yeah, it's crazy, like how you put that together. Gifted, definitely gifted. Yeah. Renee's back. Good. I'm going to pull Renee's card and then we'll go to Mama and then we'll move on from there. Is Rebecca still there too? Yeah. Joshua and I need to connect somewhere so we can have a chat. You should go to my website, Joshua, www.mindbodyspirithealthyself.com, all one word, and book a free clarity call with me, and just so we can have a sit down and chit chat. Good morning, Ninja Mama. How are you, love? Okay, Renee. Falling angel. Spiritual narcolepsy. Okay. Spiritual narcolepsy. Okay, number 19. Yeah. My hands are tingling right now. Like I feel like, I'm generating like a lot of energy. I should maybe do it. Maybe it's me being told like in my head. My goodness. Renee, 19. Yes. Falling unconscious. Yes, Liz, you're not that past life anymore. You're definitely not that past life anymore. So falling, yeah. I have a few markings, but so you are being cautioned now to not fall asleep or go unconscious. You have been flying above the strife and suffering of the world in angelic bliss. However, you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation and losing track of your aspirations, your wings. As you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below and a possible nasty landing. Remember that all you need to do to stop being a fallen angel is to spread your wings to halt your descent and then find an updraft again. Do not be seduced by the fallen angels, your supposed friends and companions who are ready to use you for their pleasure and have only their interests in mind. As you soar once more in flight, receive the gift of the falling angel as an invitation to study the forest from above the trees. In other words, to analyze your situation from a higher perspective, without being entangled in its thorny branches. Once you understand what needs to be done, head back to your lofty heights and stand by for the right moment. Action you take now may backfire. Stay conscious and wait until you are guided to change. You will know when the time is right. Yes. Mine is blue topaz. You're an August baby. An August baby with peridot. I love it. I love it. Can't keep my hands off myself. I love it. Yes. Okay, so Renee had the falling angel. Now we're going to do mama. Mama. Gathering around the power of community. Gathering around the power of community. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I think that, it's just an indicator. It's not a solid, like, that's it. That's all, right? Like, I don't, yeah. So see, so my concern with having like housing is like, separated. I would want to hang out with you, but we're not in the same life path number. We wouldn't be put in the same house. I think we need to have at least one number of every life path within the house. A nice, a nice grouping, maybe. So mama, gathering around the power of community, number 26. The power of community, being safe and secure, allowing help. We all are. We all are. We all are. Have you read the series of books, Conversations with God? It's really, really awesome. Really awesome. Look into that, because it actually, like, I've listened to an audiobook, all three of them, but really great series. Okay. There are times when you need positive reinforcement from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching the proverbial finish line, where your friends await to cheer your arrival. I think you should wait. I think you should wait, Anita, until you move. I think you should wait until you move without even touching the pendulum. That's what my knowing says. is wait until you move, until you get reestablished, and then get a dog ban. Know this, you are not alone, regardless of whether you think you are. People gather around to help you with your next step as you bring it forth from the cosmos into the beauty of life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those who gather to help you in the unseen realms. Now is the time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You are safe and secure right now in this moment, truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. You are heard by angels, witnessed by the divine, and loved. Yes, loved. Now and always by life itself. Whatever your query, you will find the help you need to achieve what you desire, and you will not have to do this alone. Count on it. You don't. You have your collective. Yeah. It's very cool. You and I would have a really great conversation. I love it. I mean, you should, if you were in the TikTok crew, like the conversation that goes on in TikTok, you would fit right in, and you would be really, really add a lot, except you have to shorten down what you're saying. You can't type paragraphs in TikTok. You sent me mine too. Oh, perfect. I see. Okay, perfect. Awesome. No, so our spirit houses our body. It's not that our body houses our spirit. Our spirit houses our body. That's why we can see the aura outside of ourselves, right? That's our spirit. So our spirit houses our body. All it does is drops the body. The spirit doesn't die. It never dies. It's ongoing ever and ever and forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. All right. Perfect. Thanks. Oh. Do you need love sent to you, Anita? Do you need a hug? Do you need a hug? We can give you a hug from the universe. We can send that hug from the universe. Yeah. So the reason why we age, it has nothing to do with our spiritual enlightenment. It has to, I mean, not all of it, some of it, but in the spirit is the toxins, right? The air, the water, the food, all the chemicals that we're exposed to, all of that stuff that ages us. We could live forever. Like we could live for a long time. And there are planets where you incarnate on that you can live until you decide to leave your physical form. You live as long as you want. When you determine you want to leave your physical form, you leave it. Okay, we're gonna give Anita. That would be so cool. I'm on board, witchy kind of woman. I'm gonna we're gonna do a healing, right? I mean, I'm gonna take the coffee cup Melinda gave me and I'll use it for a healing. Okay. Yeah, let the emotions go, shake them out, let them go, right? So I'll do a healing, but I'm gonna finish up these couple of cards, and then we'll do it. Sometimes that's overwhelm, right? Overwhelm is that heavy pressure that we want to cry and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll do the healing, and we'll send out some hugs from the universe. Okay. All right. We're going to do the healing. So remember to participate in the healing, hand on your heart space. Okay. And you're just going to see a beautiful white light coming into this healing energy. Okay. If you have a specific spot that you want it to go, just focus on that spot so it goes to that spot. And I'm going to get connected with my space and then I'll send it to you. Hi, divine intuitive reading. Trashy. Trashy. I was right on that. Okay, so we're going to get into our healing thing. I'm going to get myself centered and grounded, and I'm going to connect with all the energies that I like. I'm obviously going to call on Archangel Michael to protect us while we're doing the healing. Okay, so I'm going to drop in and do my thing. Okay, and for yes, yes. So while you're doing it, doing that helps too, Anita, for sure, getting out the frustration in that way. So you guys are going to put your hand on your heart. Whoever wants to receive it, be open to receiving it. Close your eyes if you're in a spot that's safe and just see a white light coming into your body. I'm going to share that to you. I'm not going to close it down to subscribers only. I'm going to do it for everybody here, whoever wants to receive it. Okay. And I'm just going to get myself into, I'm going to connect. Okay. I'm just going to connect. Okay. Okay. Oh. Perfect. So I gotta get my charge cable. My battery's on the low end, but I'm still here. Okay. I'm gonna close that. I'm still here. Sorry, I had to move that around for a minute and get everything set up. Good. Okay, we have it stabilized. We've got the charge cord in, so we're not losing anything. Oh, this too shall pass. I love you. 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 Okay. So this is what working with me is like, only souped up a little because it's a direct and just you and me, just you and me. But I love you guys. I love you guys. I sent some really good energy to you, CJ. Really good healing energy to you. Healing energy to everybody, and lots of hugs and love. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful day. Mwah. Love you. Okay, we've got Guy. Is Guy still there? Or did Guy have to run away to work? Okay. And we've got Cheyenne after Guy. And then we've got Ninja Mama. Okay, so if you three, I know that Cheyenne is here, but can Ninja Mama let me know if she's still here as well, so that I'll pull your card, okay? And Guy. So I'm looking for Guy, and I'm looking for Ninja Mama. You know what? Take the first part out. Take that not to be, but get rid of that. And just go right to here. I'm really proud of myself for not drinking through this 450 days sober today. Let's celebrate Anita. Okay, let's celebrate Anita. I don't know what we can do to celebrate you in this moment besides celebrate you in the sense of saying all of these wonderful things. Yeah. Right? The mind boggles. Like, really, honestly. Take the first part off that statement, though. Just, I'm really proud of myself for not drinking through this 450 days sober today. Amazing accomplishment. Pat yourself on the back. Cheers yourself. Like, seriously, cheers yourself. We went really late today. We're at 12:35. Like, we're really going late today. I wondered why my music stopped, and it was 3 hours and 33 minutes and 33 seconds. So we're going to do these cards, and then we're going to hop off. Okay, I'm not seeing Ninja Mama or Guy come up, so I'm going to just pull a card for, we've got a lot of congratulations here. And if anybody appreciated the healing, since, you know, there wasn't the gift of the coffee cup besides Melinda's coffee cup, you can always give gifts to say, I appreciate the healing, okay? And we have 3 and 3 on here. 3, 34, 34 is what it was just on the time. 3, 34, 34. And we have 3 and 3, 3 watchers, 3 likes. On here, we have 36.5. Lots of 3s, lots of stuff. All right, so it's so worth it. I do, right? Congratulations coming in from this side too. Okay, Cheyenne, you just want okay, what's your pendulum question, Cheyenne? And we can do some rapid fire of yes, no questions, okay? I just need to go get food and hydrate. Remember to drink lots of water if you receive the healing, though, right? You want to help to process it through you. Okay. So what's your question? There's Ninja Mama. So we have 2 more cards before we go at least. It seems really quiet when the music's done. Yes. So is Mr. Riley on the right path with his soul family in Cosmic Weld? Yes. Cheyenne wants to know if the person that they hanged out, if she's hanging out with, will go anywhere because he admitted to liking me. So will Cheyenne and the person she hung out with go anywhere? I'm going to caution you, Cheyenne. Okay, and this is a strong caution. If you've not done your healing, you're attracting the same. And I know what you attracted the last time, so think wisely about whether you want to attract the same unless you've done your healing. Have you healed yourself? Right? The pendulum's saying you haven't, so hang out with. Doesn't matter. You're not different. You're not different. You attract the same. It's a caution for sure. So Diana wants to know if the assistance she applied for will come through the way she wants it to. Will the assistance that Diana applied for come through the way that she wants it to? Yes. That's the thing. You are the common denominator in all of your relationships, and your relationships will continue to look the same until you change yourself. Okay? I'm just giving you a strong caution because I know what you were with before, and I don't think you want a repeat of that. Okay? So if you haven't healed yourself, I wouldn't get into another relationship. Do you want me to ask? Do you want me to call you out? It's 100% love. Okay, so Rob wants to know if he'll pay off will Rob pay off all the debts that he has this week? No. And the reason why, and you know why I call you out on it, Cheyenne? Because in a different life, you were a kid of mine. So I have this very motherly instinct with you. Plus your mom connects with me spiritually, and she's like yelling through me at you. So Cheyenne, has Cheyenne healed? No. Is Cheyenne it's already going to yes, because it knows the question I'm going to ask. Is Cheyenne attracting the same type of individual as she has in the past? Yes. Sorry, her mom yells at me. Her mom like yells through me. Like my ears, like I want to put a muffler on my ears because your mom is so loud. It's just like, oh. So when she yells at me, I raise my voice because I'm like, she's just like, I know. You have to love yourself, sweetie. You have to love yourself, right? Love yourself. Josh's question. Okay, so I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And that's why I'm like that, is because I love you and I want to spare you from going through any more hurt or pain. The only one that can do that is you. See the pendulum saying yes? The only one that can do it is you. Will Rob pay off all of his debts next week? Yes. Is PMC the right path for Mr. Riley? Is PMC the right path for Mr. Riley? No. You're welcome, Rob. Is this Cheyenne's card? You're welcome. Okay. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. Okay, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. I can't believe I'm glad, in a way, it's probably meant to be that I didn't get a bunch of coffee cups today, or else I would have to go pee. I've not really been drinking, so I'm not terribly. Hi, Bethany. Bethany does amazing makeup. You should check her out. Yes, you will. I don't even have to touch the pendulum to tell you, yes, you will. You will be okay. Okay. So number 51. Right. Okay. Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities, embracing opportunity. You have to let go of the fear, Rob, because the fear is going to make you sick and it's going to keep you stuck, which is going to make the situation worse. Okay. I love the chat going on between Joshua and Varying Redbeard. It's beautiful. Okay. So yes, look at, if you haven't, you can check Bethany out. Bethany has does beautiful makeup. So then why haven't you went? Why haven't you went to the doctor? I'll call you out too. I love you. I'll pull big sis and call you out. If we're curious about something, we go towards the curiosity, right? It's when we're afraid of something that we repel away from it. So if you're curious about it, then why haven't you went and seen a doctor and gone through with it? No, that's an excuse. I love you. Rob's my brother from another mother, but my brother from many lifetimes too. So Rob gets tough love because that's what Rob needs. If I was gentle with Rob, Rob wouldn't move. All right. We need to do likes or something. Whenever this, look at 369 for it. 36.9, 369. Right. Love you, Riley. So when you look up into the velvety, there we go. We got to it. When you look up into the velvety dark blanket of the night sky covering the vast expanse of space, can you count all the stars twinkling above? Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a teeny sliver of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibility, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of and have now at your disposal. Yes, you will. But it's like this. If you get a fray, because you know vehicles, so if your timing belt starts to fray, do you replace it then or do you wait until it breaks? Do you delay because of Easter dinner and just wait? It's okay. I keep driving it. It's just a fray in my timing belt. And if it breaks, it's fine. I'll take it in then. Or what happens when it breaks? Then the pistons and everything come crashing down and you end up warping your head, right? Or you get into an accident and you hurt somebody dear to you. So you not healing is affecting more than just you, right? You have a wife and children who love and care for you and don't like to see you in pain. You being in pain is causing pain to those around you. So go do something. Yes. I love you, Cheyenne. Okay, we're going to finish reading your card. Can you imagine that you are only glimpsing a teeny sliver of what is actually there? This is the domain of limitless possibility, of the never-ending sea of potential that you yourself are made of and have now at your disposal. Your life right now is alive with possibility and needs your clear focus to home in on what avenue of exploration most calls to you. It's time to choose and not be distracted by the sheer magnitude of what you may be. Be here now. Gather your thoughts and your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements toward calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. The universe has its own ideas of how best to serve you and all of us at the same time. Trust this as fact rather than theory, and you ought not act surprised when your dreams come true, for they surely will, exactly how you need them to. Hi, Peyton. How are you, love? Cass wants to go outside because it's squirrel frenzy out there. So many free, so many. Yes. Yep. Total mom vibe. Total mom vibe. You should try dating with this vibe, I'm telling you. Maybe you were my mom. You know what, Peyton? I was probably your mom. I've had lots of children in my lifetime. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Until you love yourself and you're able to set up boundaries and you know what you like and don't like, and your nervous system is regulated, you're going to keep attracting the same stuff to you, right? You don't. That's not to say you don't at all. Right? Is Ninja Mama still there? Because if Ninja Mama's there, I'm going to pull her card too. Right? If somebody had asked me before I healed if I loved myself, I would have been like, yeah. But when you peel back the layers of the onion, you realize it's a little bit dark in there. Oh, I love you, Peyton. Yeah, you know why? You know why you got butterflies? Because your nervous system knows. Your nervous system knows. You don't want somebody that gives you, like, that jerks up your nervous system. You want someone that feels safe and secure. That doesn't mean that there can't be passion there, that there can't be love, but real love feels safe and secure. Right? And that'll only come when you feel safe and secure within yourself. Okay. Hi, Ninja Mama. I was asking about you, and there you are. So I can pull your card now. And then I'm going to go off because we're almost at 1 o'clock. Yes. No, I don't think that you should be pursuing a relationship at this time. I think that you should be working on you, that you should be spending. I think you should spend at least a year alone, a year by yourself, at least. After what you've been through, at least a year alone. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, I don't think that you should be in a relationship at all. I think that you need to work on yourself and heal first. Okay. Thank you, Peyton. I love you. Mama's card's not coming out. No, but you're just not in a romantic capacity. You can be friends with somebody, but I don't think that you need to be in a romantic capacity with anybody at this time because I don't think that you're healed enough to be there and not be hurt. You're going to be navigating. You're going to navigate towards what you've always navigated towards. So there's going to be toxicity there. There's going to be a painful lesson. That's the problem. There's going to be a painful lesson. Right? You can be friends with guys. I don't think that, just say I'm not, I did this. I put this ring on my finger, right? And I put it on, I switched hands, like, because I'm doing a manifesting thing. But I put this little tiny gold band on my right hand. And I said that I was in a relationship with myself. Oh, I love your energy too, Peyton. Definitely love your energy. Right? And I just went into a relationship with myself. And I stayed single for as long as I could. Single again, just joined, reminding us we should be single. I mean, we should be healing, right? Did you want a card, Peyton? I was looking for Mama Ninja, but I don't think that she stuck around. I think she popped in and popped out again, and the card didn't want to come out for her. But I can pull you a card for the roses that you gave me. Look at that. Like 3 of them flew out, but let's see which one it is. Is this Peyton's card? I'm going to check the other ones. Okay. I actually found it, which is funny enough because it's just a single little gold band, and it was at a time when I needed to find it because I was thinking about backtracking and going back with my ex. But then I put it on and I said, nope. This is going to be my ring that I'm going to put on myself, and I am going to stay single until I know that I love myself and I feel safe and secure in my body and I'm able to set up boundaries and things like that. And once I do, then I can go forward. But these little gold rings don't cost too much. Yes. When you think about thoughts or energy, and energy never dies, it just transmutes, then thoughts never die. Thoughts go on and on and on. So Peyton, whoops. Oh yeah, I did have it the right way. Benefactor, grace and generosity. Look at that beautiful card, sweetie. When you he's not the person. He's not the person to go forward with unless he's doing some good healing on his own, right? Hi, Kana. How are you? Hi, short butt. Been a while. I've been on like, this is the longest live I've done in like a long time, and it's probably, yeah. I was just doing the last card here with the number 3, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Hi, Rowena. How are you? It's been a while for you as well. Look, we're getting some of the, tomorrow I'm going to be starting later and going later. Tomorrow I'm probably going to be like 9:30 to 10 o'clock. I'm going to start at 9:30 or 10 o'clock Eastern and then go later in the day. So yeah. Okay, so this card, number 3, Benefactor, which is interestingly the card that I pulled when we were doing our intuition check. This is the card that I'm going to read for Peyton, and then we're going to close the show, okay? Because I've been going for 4 hours now, and I need to go to the little girls' room, and I need to eat some food. I'm getting hungry. Okay. So Peyton, grace and generosity, gifts, support, mentoring. When the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you're put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, you will be rewarded in a myriad of ways. Just like giving the roses, you get a card. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you, as well as yours to others, are intangible, although you will see the results reflected in the material world. The benefactor reminds you that it's in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that paradoxically, your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. Right? It's a beautiful message. When we give with the expectation of receiving, then we're not really giving. Right? When we give with the expectation of just being giving, then we receive tenfold is what that card's saying, right? So that's the important thing. Yeah, I think altogether 7 for when I went through it, altogether was 7, Mama. Love you. But I love everybody for coming and joining me tonight. And thank you, Peyton, for joining at the end. It was a really sweet way to end the show. I will be back, like I said, tomorrow. I'm going to be back just a little bit later, or I will start a little bit later tomorrow because I have an event in the morning. So it'll be as early as 9:30, but might not be until 10 or something like that. But just look for me to come on live when I do. And because I'm starting later, we'll see about going a little bit later, but I have to check on what bookings I have tomorrow. Because if I have a booking, then I'll have to be cognizant about that as well. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I send you lots of love and I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah. Okay, we're out. We're out. We're going to go get food in our bellies. Food in our bellies.